everybody, Joleen Lunzer!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday and welcome to Married to Bravo with Joleen and Nana.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome. If you're joining us live, make sure you hit that like. And if you're not already subscribed. Tonight, we're going to be talking all about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 15, Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno. I like this episode. Because I like when they, I got Nana notes, and I like when they dress up. That's one of my favorite things.
Nana loves a theme. She loves
gotta have a theme.
Themed party.
And I'll turn my phone down,
and we will get Nana on her phone on silent, and we will.
The phone's going on silent,
guys. So, if you want to support the channel while we're live, Super Chat is a great way to do it. We can highlight your comment. You're supporting the channel. If you want to join the Lean team, mods, feel free to drop a link to our YouTube membership and our Patreon. We also have Venmo, Cash App, all that. But really, if you can like and subscribe, that helps us so much. Right, Nana?
We love when you like and subscribe to the channel. That does help us. Hi, Nana and Joe. Hello, Joleen and Nana. Look at all this. Hi, Lee.
Yes.
I had grade school and high school friends stop by. My friend Rita. I don't think she wanted to be on camera. Isn't she cute?
So Nana has a live audience. You're like Wendy Williams when she had her show.
I am like Wendy Williams. I have this live audience, or Jason when it comes down to Minnesota people. Okay.
Oh, Jason who was on My Talk?
Yes.
With Alexis, and then he now has a TV run, right?
I didn't realize he was that one because I wasn't really happy with him.
Oh no.
You know, Chris Lardy and her mom just love him. But I wasn't happy with them. Well, because it was a few years ago and I was at the fair and I was off to the side smoking, and he walked through my cloud of smoke and went like this. Ugh, ugh. Well, you know, and I know.
That's true, though. I would do the same thing.
You would do the same thing if it was your mother. Stop it. No, I just thought that was I thought it was.
You thought he was being a little too.
Well, I thought he was being like, really? Okay.
Well, maybe he didn't expect the cloud of smoke to come. Maybe he's allergic to cigarette smoke, Nana.
Don't give him an out. He was really being a dick. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm better now because I'm not smoking.
Yeah. So now Nana's not a dick because she's not smoking. Well, that was just a little bit. If you're wondering what we're talking about, Jason has a local show in Minnesota.
It's very popular.
Hubbard. Well, what is that? Channel 5? Your KSTP?
Channel 5. Yeah.
I used to work for that, and I don't even remember.
You did. Yes, that's Hubbard. Yep. You worked for him. None of your business is saying.
Jason and Alexis.
OMG. I hope Rita joins in the fun. So, just so you know. Okay.
Yep. See?
That a girl.
In the back. That's actually more than Papa's done. And people have been asking for him for 2 years. So
that's right. That is more than Papa's done. You're right. Okay.
She is killing it. All right, Nana. So we got a life check-in for Nana. Nana's got her friend there. She's got Nana notes.
Yes.
You had a good day otherwise?
I had a really good day. I started pushing the lawnmower because our rider lawnmower went out, and we went to order the part. Now we just got a notice saying it might be months. Well, I says it can't be months because this is Minnesota and we got a couple more months of, I can't push that thing anymore. You know, I got a quarter of it done and it was starting to rain so hard. And I said, oh, thank you, God.
You're going to have to hire a gardener, Nana.
Not hiring anybody. I do this stuff. I can do it. It's just finding the time. You know, once you're retired, you just don't have the time for this stuff.
Well, if I was
Am I right?
I would hire someone to do it for you.
Hi, DGF. Okay, that's nice of you, honey. But I do like it, and I try to get my steps in and blah, 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 blah.
All right. Well, let's get into this episode and then we go off on our usual tangents. Again, welcome. Let us know all your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions in the chat. This was a jam-packed. Well, what do you think it was jam-packed episode? I mean, there was some stuff.
There was some stuff, and they didn't jump as much around to different things. There wasn't as much filler as there was really good content this time. I liked it. I thought it was good. I really did.
Well, Read This says, I know this is going to be a great review. So are we jumping into our Nana notes for the Real
Housewives
of Beverly Hills?
Yes, let's do that. And I'll try to stay off the chat line because I have a tendency to read everything and you lose me. Okay, I'm with you.
Rita has a broken chair too.
Rita, do you have a broken chair too? They laugh at my chair because it always drops.
No, they want to know if you gave her a broken chair because your chair's broken, like, haha.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. No, not that I didn't give Rita a broken chair. I kept the broken chair.
Okay, good.
We gave her a dining room chair because she's company.
Yeah. How fancy. All right, Nana. So let's get into this episode.
Okay. We're looking at, they're showing the Dorit's, her charitable party, that charity thing that she was having. Usually she said it's very big, but because of COVID, they've had to scale things down. And what she did, this charity event was, and I'm going to screw it up too, homeless, not toothless.
Not toothless. Yes, and everyone kept saying toothless, not homeless. And we're like, no, because as Kathy Hilton pointed out, they might need a different name for this because it's a little...
Well, it's a little, and she started to giggle, and they got mad at Kathy Hilton for giggling about the name. I was giggling, weren't you? I mean, that's just a strange name for a charity.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, we talked about that last episode. It is a weird name. I think they could rename it. It's a great organization, but the name's a little off. And even the people who were criticizing, like Kyle, like, oh, don't laugh, don't do this.
Yeah.
Kyle gets it wrong then. So,
right.
I mean, sometimes, I can see both sides where it's like someone like Kathy Hilton coming from a place of like such privilege, screwing that up. People are going to be like, oh, how dare you, because it's a homeless,
and granted.
Yes. However, I don't know if that was intentional. And sometimes we do have to just laugh and not laugh at, but I could see how some people were mad at her. They thought it was kicking down.
Okay. And I didn't see her doing that. It just, it makes you kind of giggle. That name is just kind of strange. And then when they would show the two people that came to talk about the charity that never got to talk about the charity because of Rinna going off on Sutton. So it was a little much, but, and Shauna Michelle is saying that name is rude. I thought it was strange too. And these two that you're showing, I mean, dear God, they couldn't believe what was going on at this party.
Yeah.
They've never seen anything like it.
I agree with Shauna. The name is rude.
It is.
Toothless or homeless. Not, I'm even saying it wrong. Homeless, not toothless.
Yeah.
Well, let's get them teeth and a home. Why do we have to mention? Because to me, it's like, it doesn't feel good. Like I want the charity I want to feel like it's actually doing good. So it's like, giving teeth, you know what I mean? Giving tooth. Tooth.
Why can't you talk about a smile?
Terrific
smile
teeth
in there. They makes you smile. Just saying smile. Don't call it toothless.
So many smiles. You're going around giving out so many smiles.
I like that.
Another word like nope, don't put suffering in it. Super smiles, like super cuts. And you go around and you give super smiles, you take care of people's teeth or like
and the dentist was going to do one person and do the whole his whole mouth or his or her own mouth. I mean, and it's a nice charity. It's a nice thought. I don't remember them, of course, not saying that they couldn't. That could happen, but I don't remember them saying how much each gave or if they gave. I would assume they had their checkbook
Kyle should have donated her old teeth because everybody here has veneers. So that's like the irony is they had teeth. And they have so much money that they're like, I don't even want those teeth. I'm going to throw those garbage teeth away. Actually, I think they shave them down like into little points. And I'm going to get brand new teeth. So
well, that's what they do. They drill
do
them down. They do.
Thank
They
you.
do.
Amy just came up with a better name, Sharing Smiles. That would be
Sharing
so nice.
smiles. Amy,
Maybe
now
that
see,
was
like,
taken.
I like that. Sharing smiles. It makes you want to give. I mean, the other one.
This one's my favorite. Charity Chompers.
Charity chompers. That's what we'll call it. I love that. I love that.
Good, Renee. I mean, come on. And even people that are going in will be like, that's a good ass name.
Oh,
that is a
high
good
vibe.
name.
Oh, look at this. $5. Thank you so much. New sub here. Don't these people have enough real estate connections that they could build affordable housing? Well, that's true too.
High vibe. Thank you so much for the super chat. And the fantastic point is that most of these people, being Mauricio, Kathy Hilton's husband, and now PK is going to get into real estate so he can file for bankruptcy a 8th time, how many ever he's filed for. But they really could. I mean, there's so much that I think could be done. Exactly.
Yes.
I mean,
that's an excellent idea.
Well, and in Los Angeles, and we talk about this all the time, but they have the biggest homeless population. You know, it is an epidemic. And so they could be doing more. And we don't know. Maybe they don't bring it to the show. I mean, I haven't researched it, but there could be more than this toothless.
That would be homeless, toothless.
I like Charity Chompers and Sharing Smiles.
Sharing Smiles, Charity Chompers. I just love it.
Make you feel good and not like it's a joke on
on the homeless
people. Because the number one rule of comedy is you don't want to kick down.
No,
that's like it is one of the rules you try to abide by. Does everyone always stick to it? No. Can there be an exception to rules? Sure. Should there be rules for comedy? Probably not. But it's an art form. However, Kathy Hilton, I just think that she was just like, what's it called? She just didn't know. She
gets things mixed up all the time anyway. That's why I like her. I understand that getting
it is insulting. Toothless and homeless is insulting because even if you don't have you don't want to be called toothless, right?
No, that is not nice. I mean,
I would not
it just
want to
isn't.
be.
Now, can I just go back to high vibe for 1 minute? I'm going back. Does she have my same glasses? Don't they look cute on her?
I'm not sure. I mean, I like a black rim glasses they have.
I just had to mention that so people go, we love your glasses, Nana.
Oh my gosh, Nana's fishing for compliments.
Yes, I am.
Fishing. Yeah, how about smiles are free or smiles should be free? You know, smiling shouldn't cost an arm and a leg or so. I don't know. That's a bad one, but you know what I mean? Like,
I know you want to bring arms and legs in there because
you
just don't do that.
Yeah. Or homeless. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know. Especially coming from like these women, they're like, well,
it really is a slap in the face.
Homeless, not toothless. But also
most of them have 5 homes. I mean, that's really sad.
And then you're just going to leave them there homeless. So you give them new teeth and then what? That was the thing. That's a thing with a lot of these. This is one reason that I really like Meghan Markle, and people are up in the air and people have their opinions about Meghan Markle, but I like Meghan Markle. And Meghan Markle has a charity program that she does where she basically takes women who might not have not have accessibility to get a job, because people always say, get a job. You're homeless. Why don't you get a job? Well, there's so much that goes into getting a job. If you don't have a place to bathe, if you don't have a place to get ready, if you don't have, something to wear, all these things. So what she does is she provides she provides clothing. She provides kind of like coaches for interviews, people to help with the resumes, do all these things so that, because you can't just walk in off the street. There's a whole presentation that goes along with it that if you don't have those resources and you don't have access to those things. So Meghan Markle provides this. I think it's just for women, but I could be wrong. But once I heard about that, I was like, that is following through. You know what I mean?
Well, that's like, yes. Now, when you say, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak over you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You already.
I already did. So I'm sorry, but when you say Meghan Markle, is that her name?
Yeah, and Prince Harry.
Is that Prince Harry's? Oh, okay. Prince Harry's wife.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I wasn't really sure about that.
Okay.
I think she's kind of a real person, and that's why they had.
She's American.
I know. That's why they had to leave. I mean,
well, there's lots of reasons they had to leave, and
it just sounds.
whole,
It sounds rather disturbing, to say the
what,
very least.
the monarchy.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever watched The Crown? Not that that's like completely factual.
No, but I started
so
watching it, and then I could never find that channel again.
Nana.
So stop it.
It's Netflix.
That's what I mean. I couldn't get back on Netflix. I had a little issue. But let's talk about High Vibe again. She says, Nana, we both have great style. Wasn't that nice?
You both do have great style. I agree.
I like that. I knew I'd get a nice compliment about glasses.
Ooh, Aaron just looked up a stat. The Homeless Not Toothless nonprofit has a score of 26 out of 100, a failed grade in the nonprofit world. Aaron, can you do you mind sharing your source with us of that?
And why wouldn't you do your homework, Dorit, if you were, presenting this, just because you wanted to give your dentist a plug, which they did. The dentist and his wife came. Nana, you are looking elegant this evening, and Joleen as well. Elegant. Oh my gosh. That means that. Okay.
And Rita too.
What about Rita?
Do Meghan and Harry have a last name yet? I think it's Markle. I'm going to go with Markle.
That's what I wondered when you said that, Meghan Markle. I thought, is that girl that married the cute Harry? Oh my God, he's adorable.
Oh, Nana, calm your boner. Calm your boner, Nana. All right. So let's get back into the episode. What do you got next on your notes there, buddy?
Okay, next. And I hate to be like this, Rita, but can you get me more coffee and just do
oh my God. What is she, your assistant
beverage?
Or your friend?
She's my assistant and friend tonight.
You're like Kathy Hill tonight.
I am like Kathy Hill.
Oh my God.
Without the money. Thank you. I couldn't just get up and leave, or I guess I could.
Does Rita even watch Beverly Hills?
She doesn't. I'm going to ask her, but she did watch 90 Day for a while, but then she says it just kind of got too kind of stupid. And I agree. We know that. Mm-hmm. We've said that ourselves.
So that means Miss Kiki is saying that means only 20% goes to charity, the rest to admin. Very similar to they found similar things with Susan G. Komen.
Oh, they did. And that was a shame because we did that walk for many years, with the pink, everything was pink. We did that cancer walk for many years until we found that out. And it just makes you feel bad. Nana has an assistant.
Get Nana a baked potato with caviar. She's the long lost Richard's sister. Oh my God.
Isn't
Nana treats her friends like they work for her. And while you're at it, doll, can you add a little bit of sugar and rub my back? Can you hold my chair up before it inevitably falls?
A little bit of cream wouldn't kill you.
Kathy Hill.
No, it was so nice because she called 15 minutes ago and says, I'm 5 minutes away. I just dropped something off at my daughter's. I have some pictures to give you. I go, come on over. And then when she got here, I said, well, I have this podcast at 8. You want to sit in? She said, sure.
Yeah, live audience. So we got the live
I hope
audience.
She's not having trouble with the microwave. Okay. The name Homeless Not Toothless is a terrible name. It's condescending and very insensitive.
Yep. Easy for you. And also, especially having these, especially having these type of women say it over and over again. It's like, oh my
I just thought it was, yes. And they're in there, I was going to say $20 suits, $20,000, jackets and things. And
they got Birkin bags that could buy a home for some of these people. All right. What's next in our Nana notes?
Okay. Let's just keep going. It starts out with Rinna crying from last week. Everyone's saying online that they're fake tears. People on Up and Adam were saying that they are fake tears because no water came out. And that's what you can do when you're a soap opera actress.
Okay.
So that's what people were saying. I love the outfits for this party. And this is when we're jumping right from Rinna crying. Yep. They showed all that. And then we're going to go to the disco party, okay? Because that was the most fun of it all. I love the outfits.
Wait, Nana. You're going to skip over this part with the Lion King and Crystal and Kathy Hilton coming over going, I'm gonna need a cracker or something. You got a Diet Coke, you got a straw. This is why what you just asked Rita for in your own home. Kathy Hilton goes to other people's house. You invite people over and then you say, hey, doll, can you get me
Hey, can you give me this? Crystal talks to the Lion King. Okay, I went 2 pages past. About going to therapy for her eating disorder. She doesn't want to feel pushed by her friends on a time limit when she should be doing this. And the Lion King is very caring. I'm liking him almost as much as Mauricio. I don't think the Lion King gets high, but he might. Okay.
Well, there was a little bit of talk on the Housewives Reddit, and people were sharing that they found a story where Crystal was opening up about how she met Rob or whatever, or the Lion King, whatever his name is. Okay.
Rob.
And it was at a party and he was playing piano or something. And then for their first date, he took her, this is 2003, I think. He took her to the premiere of Finding Nemo. And some people were speculating that at that time in 2003, she would have been 17 years old. But if you, I think the math was off on that because I think she's 38. So she is 4 years younger than me. And she would have been like 19, 20.
Is that what she is? 38?
Yes, she was born. Let's just make sure.
Thank you, Rita.
She was born in 1983. Oh, so she's my husband's age. So Chell.
So how old is Chell?
He's 38. I had to think about it. I was going to ask how old he was, but I think then she would have been 19 or 20 when they met. And let's see how old he is. Rob Minkoff?
Minkoff,
yes. So people were like, oh my God, he's 60. That's a big gross gap. But
my assistant makes good coffee.
Oh, good. So yeah, that was kind of going on.
Okay.
Wow, that's 22 years. He's 22 years older than her.
That isn't that bad.
Nana.
No, it isn't. You guys, it's a different world now. I wouldn't want to be that Woody Allen kind of relationship because that technically was his stepdaughter. That's creepy. But the idea of 22-year difference, maybe, when you look at them side by side, it doesn't seem that many years. Do you think? I think he's in good shape. I think he looks good.
He looks 55. I'll give him 55. But she looks pretty young.
Yeah, but I don't think the 22-year mark is that bad.
What? So if I was 20 years old and I brought home a 42-year-old man and said, I love him, we're going to be together, you would have been cool with that.
No, I'm not saying I would have been. We're not talking you. We're talking strangers on a TV set.
We're talking strangers on a TV set.
No,
thank you, Shauna. A 40-year-old man with a young lady fresh out of her teens. I'm going to say, Rob, when you're 40, you're going to have to be with a lady that's had her period for at least 15 years.
Well, I guess, I don't know. The older you get, the more I think you accept things.
No, you are always judging and hating on stuff. Maybe you're just happy because your friend's over. Rita's put you in a better mood because normally you would be like,
she did put me in a better mood.
Gross.
She did put me in a better mood, but I don't think it's that bad. 22 years. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I guess it depends on the people. I'm not saying 12 and, I'm saying people of, age 21. If you're 21 and 42, that's kind of creepy too. But
so Erica
30s,
is 51.
Yes.
And Tom is 83. So that's
30, quite a big difference.
Yeah, that's 32 years, right?
It's 32 years. You are correct.
So 22 or 32. So Nana's like, as long as it's not over, like, when does it get creepy for you, Nana?
Well, it gets creepy if it would come into my house.
What does Rita think? Does she think a 40-year-old man who dates a 20-year-old?
I'll ask.
A 42, I think he would, right? Is that what that was?
Okay. Rita, do you think a 42-year-old man, is that what the Lion King is?
No, he would have been when he met her, I think.
Okay, 22-year difference in a man and woman, the woman being the younger. Is that too much? It is.
No.
Rita
right.
agrees with me. She doesn't think it's that much. No. Okay.
I knew one.
Okay, you've known people with that age difference and
difference.
not good. Okay, I think you have to know when you're my age, you have to know where that other person was when Kennedy was assassinated, and they had to remember it. That
Because
would
he
be a
was
good
alive
judge.
when Kennedy was assassinated. She wasn't.
And she wasn't alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Well, I guess not. But like Kelsey Grammer. Oh, you don't like Kelsey Grammer? I won't bring him
She
up.
was
Okay.
just put it this way. She was a teenager for 9/11.
Yes.
And he remembers where he was when Kennedy was shot. Okay, we'll just leave it there. We'll leave it there.
And you make a good point.
That's a big difference too. No, Nanny, you can feel how you want. I just love it because I did not expect you to say that.
Well, I mean, it's not happening to you. If it's happening to you, it's a different story. It's happening to these people that have nothing but money and all kinds of time, and they're on the TV set, then that's just fine.
So Diana Jenkins and her boyfriend, I think, are 16 years apart or 15 years because she's 49 and he is 33. Is that too much?
And her tongue is 55 years old. Always out. I don't. Odell chick, hi, honey. I don't think that
maybe once you're like Shauna's saying, once you're a certain age, like you're 30, you want to date a 50-year-old, awesome. But if you're just out of your teens or barely in your, you know what I mean, barely 20, and some 40 plus dude is coming, it's like, but that's so Hollywood. It's so yuck.
It is. Rita brought over pictures of me getting ready for my wedding. Okay. I could cry how small I was, and I thought I was heavy then. Okay.
Oh, Nana.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I should have shown it to the world. It looks so good. Okay. 20 years, year age gap is fine if the money is right. Renee, thank you. I think the
Vidar
same way.
says, my husband is 10 years older than me. Guys take a little longer to mature. And my husband's 4 years younger than me. So I think there's a certain point of like 10 years, one thing, but 22 on someone who's just out of her teens, a little sketch, but very much Hollywood. Very Hollywood.
Paul and I have 8 months apart, and I know that maturity thing. You're very, very true.
Mm-hmm. Now, Nunya is calling us out on our hypocrisy. What about Kenny and Armando from 90 Day Fiance? Similar age gap there, and we all love them. But I would argue Armando was older when he met. He wasn't just out of his teens, and he had been married, and he had a whole child when he met Kenny. So that would be my argument against my own hypocrisy, which I'm sure is definitely still hypocrisy. I just like them.
None your business. Yes, we really like them. But none your business. I agree with that. I see that, what you're saying about Kenny and Armando, and we do love them. But when you're looking at Crystal and the Lion King, look at what he had to offer her. Plus be so charming and sensitive to her needs. Why should she go out there and date around when she already found her Prince Charming?
I love how Nana's only seen him on screen a handful of times. She was like, he is just so kind to her. And it's just because he did that cool dance. And so we're giving him a pass. We're like, okay, you're still kind of creepy, but we'll give you a pass.
No, it's nice that he can dance. It's just the idea that he came to the marriage with a lot of money. I think that helps a marriage get started. Of course, there's a lot to be said for struggling those early years.
Listen, maybe I'm just hating because, we all should have just went and married for money. Just kidding. Okay. So they have this talk. Kathy Hilton shows up. We'll move on from that fun little discussion. She wants a cracker, but then she wants cheese, but she doesn't want blue cheese, but Gouda's okay. Do you got a Diet Coke? Can I get a straw? I drove all the way over here and this is what you're offering me. Some nuts.
Nuts and cheese. This is what I get. Can I get a little napkin too? Oh my God. She was too funny. You can tell this woman is used to being waited on, and there isn't any other way. Do we really have 150 people in the house right now? Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Do you mind? I get things mixed up. How many people do you have that follow you?
Why?
Oh, is that, you can say that out loud, right?
Well, yeah, but what are
Oh,
we talking
Rita
about
was
now?
asking me how many people follow.
Oh, how many subscribers we have?
That's it. Yes.
Oh, we have 25,000.
25,000, Rita.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you're so silly.
I just thought I got it mixed up.
Hit the
Before
like.
I say anything. Yes, hit the like for the video. How many likes do we have? That would be even better.
Yeah.
You
All
didn't
right.
even
So
ask the
after
goal.
this scene, what is the next thing that happens? We're going to keep Nana
Okay.
on track tonight, or she's going to just make this a self-promotional video.
I am so sorry. I just like
How many subscribers so I can brag to my friend? How many do we got here?
Listen,
Oh, God.
there's nothing wrong with bragging. Somebody has to toot your horn. It might as well be you. 150 in the room. Let's get to 100 likes, everyone. Yes, we can. Thank you, Vintage Optimism. They show the reps from the charity. We went back to the charity just for a minute. They're in shock. They haven't said a word throughout the whole thing. Can I get to Garcelle and Rinna? Rinna talks about coming from love after screaming for 15 minutes, and I'll go back. We are at the charity, and when she was screaming, she's talking to Garcelle in very demeaning tones, like only Rinna can.
Are we already at the? So wait, are we at the charity or are we at?
Well, we're at the
Rinna
charity.
Beauty. Okay, we're still okay. Got it.
Yeah, because this is when this took place. Mm-hmm. What did Rinna have on? She had that thing that looked wet.
Yeah, where she was crying. Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So the idea, no, that's okay. The idea that she can call Garcelle out like that, Garcelle turned it right around on her and asked her very pinpointed questions about herself. And she was just taken aback. She couldn't believe anyone was talking to her like that.
Well, because she said, are you hearing Diana? Because this is the time, right, when Diana was sitting there completely irrelevant going, well, Garcelle, I wanted to be close to you. And Garcelle's like, okay, well, I don't know. You guys you're like shitting on my friend.
Right.
I don't know. Okay. And then she's like, oh, and then Rinna has to come in because this is what Rinna does. And she's like, Garcelle, are you hearing her? And Garcelle's like, what are you even doing? What are you doing right now? You're first of all, you're supposed to be my friend. This chick comes in that allegedly has more money than all of us. And now all of a sudden you're wondering if what are you doing? Rinna, and Rinna's like, how dare you? How dare you?
I thought it was terrible. Yes. You know how long, and it is terrible. It's hard when you lose your mother.
Don't
I understand that, Rinna. Huh? What?
I thought you were going to say something. I was like, no.
Oh, no, really. But how long are you going on this storyline is what I was going to say with Rinna. She just...
She hates Garcelle. I'm sorry. She does. She hates Garcelle and she super hates Sutton, and Erica and Rinna have a plan to try to take them down. However, it's not working because they're yucky showing. So it's as much as Rinna does the thing where she goes, Sutton, I love you, Sutton. Oh, but I love her. But then she will just snap at her. And what they're trying to do is what Erica tried to do at Rinna's house to Garcelle. They're trying to divide and conquer. So they think if we can pull Garcelle from Sutton, it's very Big Brother. It's almost like they're on a social game show, They're like, if we can pull Garcelle away from Sutton, we'll alienate Sutton, because this is what the Beverly Hills Housewives do. If they don't like someone, they team up. They did it with the lady when they said she had Munchausen's, not Munchausen's. Was it Munchausen's? Yolanda. They did it to Denise.
Yes.
They did it to LVP. They've done it a bunch. I think in a way they did it to Kim. Kyle was involved in that as well. They divide and conquer, and then they get you off the show. And so they think, well, we'll pull Garcelle, and they think Garcelle's stupid, and she's not. And so Garcelle knows what they're doing. Garcelle likes her friendship with Sutton, and she sees Sutton isn't perfect, but that Sutton is being mistreated by these women, and these women are holding her to standards, to double standards that they don't hold themselves to or each other. So that's their goal. They're failing at it miserably, and they do this thing. They literally think Garcelle's stupid, where they're like, I just think she's hindering you getting to know us. No, what's hindering anyone getting to anyone is the fact that Rinna, who's supposed to be Garcelle's friend and also Denise Richards' friend, is so quick to crap on you and throw you under the bus. And she doesn't even care, because whatever works for her for TV. So at least with Sutton, Garcelle might think, well, she can pop off sometimes, and sometimes it's unexpected, but she's not doing it from a place of like clout chasing or, just for TV, for entertainment. So,
that's very true.
Yes, they bully people off the show. That is what they do. And they think that it'll work again, but they're messing with the wrong ones, because Sutton and Garcelle are tight. And now they got Kathy Hilton in there making little jokey jokes, and they're taking themselves so seriously. And Kyle's stirring the pot, and Erica thinks she's doing something. I don't know what Erica thinks she's doing, because she's just sounding more and more,
she's
just
sounding
dumber and dumber.
Strange. Do you think it's Rinna sees how popular Garcelle is, and that's why she has to take her down?
Oh, of course. I think there's a jealousy there. I think anyone coming in from the acting world is going to be someone that Rinna might be intimidated by. Besides Eileen, I think, because they had this relationship and they kind of had an understanding. But you can definitely see that Rinna is uncomfortable. The minute Garcelle joined, Rinna was uncomfortable. Okay.
Yeah,
the minute Denise joined, Rinna was uncomfortable. Maybe she thought this was going to be her opportunity to, be the top dog ahead of them, because they've both had arguably more successful acting careers than she has had. And that's no shade. That's just like facts. If you look at the work, Denise has been in big movies, and, Garcelle's been in movies, and Garcelle's been in very successful television shows. Where Rinna, she's a soap actress. Was she on Melrose Place for a little bit?
Oh, yes, she was. She did very well on Melrose Place.
So she had her own little like niche sector, but Garcelle's career and Denise's career, in my opinion, they were broader. They were able to do more, where Rinna was like, no shade. I mean, she made money. She does QVC. She's got dusters and diapers, but maybe there's, more to the jealousy there.
Well, let me ask you something about that QVC. Wasn't that taken away from her?
Well, that was the rumor, but I don't know if it in fact was.
Okay.
Hi, Just the Tea. Yeah, Rinna's very transparent. She's very disingenuous. And now she's shown herself time and time again as a friend that can't be trusted, because she's so willing to throw her fellow housewives who are supposed to be her close friends under the bus. Then she hitches her ride to Erica, and Erica hitches her ride to her. And I mean, even Kim Richards, and she wasn't even she was going through a lot, was like dragging Rinna on these seasons. So Rinna's not as strong as she pretends to be. She plays dirty and she plays behind the scenes, and she needs other people. Where when she went up against Kim was like, no, it can be just me and you. And when you go up against Yolanda, she was like, no, we can just do this, me and you.
Right.
And when she goes up against Garcelle's like, no, we can do this, me and you. So it is very interesting. Vidar says Sutton lives in Rinna's head. She underestimated her. Yep. And she hates that Sutton is winning. And I love it, Team Garcelle.
I'm totally Team Garcelle. Vidar, thank you very much for the
thank you so much.
Super sticker.
And it is true. It's in a lot of ways, I think the ego gets in the way. I see this because just crossover of covering two shows right now, being the Housewives and Big Brother, rather than just admitting that you're wrong or accepting that someone else, you weren't able to get one over on someone. You have to keep building your case to the point where you become, I even see it in my YouTube drama that we watch. There's like one lady that hates this other lady, and it's like, you could just easily just stop hating her because you don't even live by each other, and you're never going to meet, and it doesn't matter. But she thought she was better than her. So the fact that this other lady, who she deems to be like lower than her on like life and socioeconomics, is actually having more subscribers, more success, she can't let it go. She's a dog with a bone, and she's going to bury herself trying to win this battle that she could easily just walk away from, because what's the point?
Is this on the chat you're saying?
No, sorry. This is that YouTube drama that me and Busy watch sometimes that I tell you never to look at.
Yes, never to look at. I am never to watch it.
Never to watch it. Don't make direct eye contact. Yeah, Rinna is on a constant audition. Stop with the over. Exactly. If we ever saw any, that's why I think it's hard for Rinna right now with her mom and Lois is the loss of Lois is so great. And, she was we've said a million times, like so wonderful to see on the show. She seemed just like a joy. But since Rinna has been so disingenuous and such an actor on this series for so long and hasn't really provided genuine content or life, I think it's hard for people to believe that she is going through the emotion she says she is. You know?
What does she bring to this show? She brings Harry.
She brings Harry.
As far as I'm concerned, she can just keep bringing Harry. She doesn't even have to say anything. Just let them sit in their patio or put them in a little cute apron, making a sauce in the kitchen. And that would be a show I'd watch.
Well, Levon says Garcelle made her own money with a very successful career. No need for Harry's.
No need for Harry's sauce. Oh, we're thinking the same way. There is always need for Harry's sauce. I'm sorry. I think Harry Hamlin is just a sexy man. He weighs less than I do, so I'm not big on that, but maybe we can fatten him up.
Nana, put your boner in your waistband, okay?
Sorry.
We're on TV. We're on well, people watch YouTube on their TV. We're on YouTube.
True.
Renee said the realest Rinna has ever been is when Kim threatened to talk about the husband. Let's talk about the husband. She's like, don't you talk about my husband. She was going to stab her with a wine glass.
Well, she did break it. She got scary. There was something in Rinna's eyes that night that even Kim kind of backed up like, oh boy, she really is going off the rails. I don't think Rinna's long for this. I think we're going to see her be a friend of the show next season. My guess.
Nana stolen tea?
Well, that is a little stolen tea because...
we better start playing the stolen tea with Nana. Nana's got some stolen tea. Do you have it from our friend Up and Adam or Kempire? Where did you steal your tea today, Nana?
Well, where I stole this tea was Up and Adam. I did say hi to both of them. And Jason, that cute Jason, was on there with them. And I just love watching him. So they were talking about what they're hearing. And they are hearing both sides. I mean, they're hearing that Rinna is gone. Erica is gone. Diana is gone. Okay? They're hearing that.
You're saying they're all gone?
3 of them. 3 of them gone. But then on the other hand, Up and Adam said, now we're hearing on the complete other end that everybody is coming back and it's the same crew. I do not believe that. I think you have a lot of kickback.
So on one hand, we
Yes.
heard that Rinna's leaving, Erica's leaving, Diana's leaving.
Diana. All asked to leave. 3 of them.
3?
All asked
2?
to leave.
Oh, all
3.
left. But then we heard no.
We heard that none of them are leaving. All of them are staying. And I don't believe that to be happening because they're getting too much kickback about Rinna this year, about Diana. She's bringing nothing but this little young boyfriend.
Diana's not going to come back. I don't think she doesn't bring anything to the show. We barely saw her this episode. All we do is see her lick her lips and then her boyfriend's like, is the camera on? And he's like, hello, is it me you're looking for? He's looking for Lionel Richie. Like it's American Idol. And it's like, calm down. Yes, we love Nana's stolen tea. That may or may not be true. Nana steals the tea. She thanks, she credits the tea, and then she gets the tea wrong usually.
This is a true one though, because I had written it down and then I put it in my head thinking, okay, now I'm saying,
but you have it written down?
And Adam, somewhere it's written down. Don't you suggest that I lost it?
Did you hear this? What Rose is saying? Because I've heard this too, that there was an article or something, or someone talked to Denise and Denise said that she would be open to returning.
I bet Denise would return if you got Rinna out of there.
I also heard, because ever since they've had Ultimate Girls Trip, they have then brought Tamra back to OC. They were talking about putting Phaedra in Dubai. And then they were thinking maybe Brandi Glanville could possibly come back.
I don't like Brandi. I don't think she brings anything to it. I think she's just a cheap imitation of a housewife.
Well, she got in trouble, Nana, recently. Here's some tea that I'm sure everybody already knows about, and I might get half wrong. And I saw this on Reddit, so I'll quote or I'll give that attribution to Reddit. That Brandi had a little embarrassing situation because her oldest son was dating this girl, I think he's a teenager and she's a teenager, you know, and apparently maybe they, you know, kids, they make up, break up, whatever. So Brandy deemed that she had broken his heart. And so she like messaged her, maybe drunken messaged her, kind of like, leave him alone or whatever. And this woman, I mean, it was a whole like exchange. And this girl, I don't know how old she was, if she was a teenager in her early 20s, she posted on TikTok, like, when you date the son of a housewife. And then Brandy had sent a message back like, I'm sorry, I overreacted, but it was like too late. The damage had been done. She was mean messaging her son's
Why would you do that? Why would you do that when you're out in the public? Why in the world would you? And why would you talk to your son's girlfriend like that? You just wouldn't do it.
Well, you would.
Well, no, I wouldn't. Though I didn't go to bat for you guys like that. I had let you deal with your own issues.
There were some comments you made in front of people we dated that you didn't like, especially me, where you're like, well, why don't you get a job instead of going on that trip?
I think that any mother would have said that.
I know. I'm just laughing.
Okay. All right.
No, I appreciate it because you were 100,000% right. Shauna says, writes down, promptly loses paper. That is how Nana's stolen tea works. And Shauna already gets it. I love it.
Shauna, thank you for understanding me. Thank you. Why would Denise return? This is Stephanie Ronaldo saying, why would Denise return if she's making so much on OnlyFans? Just because I think she'd be out there more.
Maybe she's not making so much on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's true.
Or maybe there's never enough. You know, she's got to support that conspiracy theory husband. What does he do? Does he do?
Oh, you know, why? You know, I'm not going to tell her she can't pick him. I'm not going to say that because back in the day, I liked Charlie Sheen until we found out all these things. I know what you feel about him. I liked Charlie Sheen only because of 2.5 Men. Not
you can like John Cryer, and you can like the lady that passed away, and you can like the woman who's the older woman who plays the mom.
Oh,
she's so
I love
great.
her. Oh my God, I love her.
Oh, she's in a relationship with a big age gap too. Okay, but we saw that. Yeah, Brandy needs to stop.
Brandy does need to stop drinking, but unless you want to stop drinking, you know, really need it, know that you need it, it's not going to work for you. If you have 100 people telling you, you have to feel it. You have to get that in your head. Denise needs the money because Charlie isn't paying for his kids. That doesn't surprise me. The idea of how Charlie allegedly treats women, I don't think it's allegedly, he is not one of my favorites anymore. So we'll go on with this, okay? Okay, let's do it.
We're moving on. What's next in the Nana notes? So now we had this whole interaction between Garcelle and Rinna. And Garcelle totally checked Rinna, and I loved it. Like, what are you doing? Diana tried to share like she has deep feelings and wants to get to know Garcelle. Well, if you want to get to know Garcelle, then get to know Garcelle. Sutton isn't stopping you from that.
She isn't, but she's trying to find any way where she can get a couple lines in.
What kind of lines, Nana? What kind of lines? Huh?
I wondered about that. Do you think when you're doing this, do you have to lick your lips a lot? Do you think that's part of the cocaine process?
Don't even pretend you don't know how the cocaine works. You were in the 80s. You had shiny shirts. You went to the Minnesota version of Studio 54, Nana. Don't you pretend.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you guys all coming in.
Two. Okay.
I told you about my cocaine experience already. And they had it on the mirror, and they go, "Do you want to try this?" And I thought, "Oh, what do you do with it?" And
you sat on it.
I coughed. It went all over. And
you had a Garcelle moment because when she shared her story from Studio 54, thank you, Patriots, Holland Taylor. She's fantastic.
Thank you. Loved her.
When Garcelle shared her story, Nana, you and Garcelle have so much in common because Garcelle dropped it.
But I did too. And it was all over this back of the van. And I just kind of went, "Oh, sorry." Well, I didn't know how much this stuff cost. I didn't know anything about it. I was just being offered it. I couldn't help it. I coughed and it went flying off this mirror. Okay.
Nana had a little cough. That was like the first time I ever smoked weed. Remember, I came home and I was a teenager and I woke you and Dad up and we smoked it out of a Mountain Dew can. So the bowl was like a Mountain Dew can. And we're sitting on like the football field at our high school, but we didn't have like a stadium type. It was like a smaller field where we played soccer and we played football at another high school. You don't need to know all that. But anyways, right. I dropped the bowl.
Sitting on grass.
I was sitting on grass, smoking grass. Yes. All right. And I dropped the bowl and everyone was so mad at me. And I was like, what? Just pick it up. Just like, what's going on? Like, I didn't know why they would be so mad. And then I felt a little high and then I felt a little bad. And then I went home and cried and woke my mom and dad up and told them that I had smoked pot. And then that's when Dad said, Jesus Christ, Joleen, wake me up when you do something worth talking about. Like, he literally was like, I did cocaine in the 80s with my bowling league. I don't have time for this. What, you smoked weed? Okay, go smoke more. Get out of here. You're 17. Why are you crying? We have to get you to therapy.
What do you need, honey? What do you need? Yeah, honey, I called it the cocaine process. People are laughing in the chat about that. It is
so good, Nana. What is the cocaine process? And Nana knows all too well. You sneeze on it. And that Nana is patient 0 for COVID. That's how it originally got spread, is Nana.
Yeah, I had no idea what they were doing. I got it. I mean, I understood what it was. I just didn't know where to go with that. You know?
I went and told my boomer, well, I should say hippie parents that I smoked weed. And they were like,
And what else did you have to say? Yes.
And I was like, that's it. And I'm pretty sure I'm high right now. And then I started crying. And they were like, oh my God, where did we go wrong? Okay. We were at Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, high off our ass on acid, while Nana was like, why can't I work at KFC?
Why don't they want me?
They were always very disappointed in me. From the weed to, I remember when I said I wanted to go to the homecoming dance, they were like, why? And I was like, well, it's the homecoming dance. They're like, oh, we didn't go to dances. I wanted to go to prom. And they're like, why do you want to go to prom? I'm like, because that's what the kids do. And you guys were like, okay.
Well, but some of us went to prom. Rita went to prom. Rita went to lots of proms. Rita went to 3, I think.
You were doing drugs and you were.
I didn't go to prom. I went to Emerson, Lake and Palmer concert instead.
I went to 4.
You went to 4?
Yeah. First one was when I was 4.
She went to 4. 4 of them. 4 proms.
2 for you, 2 for her. While Nana was going to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, getting high, having premaritals.
Now we have to laugh. We have to do a shout out to Linda. Linda's with some friends this weekend.
Oh, producer Linda.
She's not, in the chat. You won't see our producer Linda in the chat because she's going to just crack up when I tell her that Rita was here. And I says, we'll have to have Linda and Rita here one night. That would be fun.
But you get your whole crew. You got to have a whole.
That's right.
Because you have your little office you're in, and that can be your live studio audience.
They could be my live studio audience. Call me Jason. But Rita, now I'm going to mention something, and in the chat, if I don't, okay, the good girl. Now Rita did get a job at Kentucky Fried Chicken where I didn't.
Does she know that you regularly share on this podcast how upset you are and disappointed in?
Now, Robin is saying, hi, Rita. Robin that we went to high school with.
Oh, I know Robin.
Yeah, we know you, Robin. I know.
She's so cute. Oh, I know Robin.
Yeah. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin. Okay, so Rita, ask Rita if she knows why, if she can guess, if she had to guess why she got the job and you didn't. And she can be completely honest.
Oh, wow. That's hurtful, though. That could be hurtful. All right, I'll ask anyway. Rita, you got a job at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went up to Kentucky Fried Chicken and interviewed and didn't get a job. Do you know why you got a job there and I didn't? Jolene wants to know.
Because of Jerry.
Really? Love it. Her boyfriend was the manager at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I didn't know that. And I just thought, will she remember that? Of course she will. Thank you, Rita.
Do you think, ask Rita if she thinks you would have been a good employee or would you have been in the back smoking?
Would I? Would I have been a good employee or would I have been in the back smoking? That's okay, Rita. We've been friends a long time. Throw it out there.
The second.
I would have been in the back. She couldn't even say it. I would have been in the back smoking. They would have had
Well,
barbecue
Rita, she
smoked
doesn't
chicken.
have to be so nice. Okay, one more question the audience has for Rita. Did Rita
Okay,
go to the
one more
KFC
question.
dance?
One more question. She did, but Rita, I talked about not going to prom, but I did go to the KFC dance. And you
And me what?
did too.
Yeah.
Of course we did. And did we
Okay.
wear love locks?
Yes.
Of course we did.
Oh my God. It
And
was
we
Nana
were
smoking
hot.
in the back.
Yeah, we were.
And we were hot. And I remember the next day I had all this mascara under here and bobby pins coming out my Yahoo. There was bobby pins everywhere. So anyway, so thank you, Rita. Thank you for being so honest.
Yeah.
Yes, Wiggy. We talked a couple episodes. Well, we talked quite a few times on live about Nana wanting to work at KFC. They never hired her. They hired all her friends, but they did have a dance for the workers. To which Nana, she was a KFC
Wannabe.
dance
I was a
crasher.
KFC wannabe.
She was a KFC wannabe, and so she still showed up to the dance
I did.
with all her friends for a company that refused to hire her time and time again.
That's
I
very,
mean,
I mean, isn't that funny though? But see, this is how long I've known Rita. I mean, we went to grade school together. I could see her as we talked on the phone. I'd be on the phone like this, and this is not, this is like the long cords.
You know,
She was the 1st
Mhm.
one in the neighborhood to get a trim line. Anyway, so she would be holding her avocado trim line, and I had this
Oh, I love
big
it.
desk thing that I would hold like this because it sat on the counter in our kitchen, and we would wave to each other. She was always babysitting. I was always babysitting. I was doing dishes. She was probably cleaning
This
up
sounds
the
like
living
the
room.
beginning of every Halloween movie with Michael Myers.
Does it? Well, we could have been in a Halloween movie, but honest to God, we would talk back and forth. And so we had kind of on-screen kind of thing, but just across, it wasn't an alley, but it was a backyard, her front yard, and then I could see her from her.
And you would call
Front
her every
window.
night and be like, "How was it working at KFC? Was it everything I want it to be? Because I sure miss
I
it."
really want to be at KFC. I
Nanya
want to wear
said-
those red and white striped little jumpers.
Cute. Nanya said, "If this were a soap opera, the name could be As the Rotisserie Returns."
Oh, Nanya, you're so good. So we did have things like that. We shared a lot of things. We were growing up together,
Yeah, now you understand why Nana thinks Grease is lame. Yep.
Yeah, see, the monkeys, we love the monkeys. That they were hot. And
Yes.
we would listen to them on a record player in Rita's living room. And
yeah.
and it was just fun over and over again. Last Train to Clarksville, over and over. And Daydream
Nana
Believer,
was
Daydream Believer.
high.
Love it. And we weren't high then. No, we were not. We were high on life, and we should have stayed that way. Or I should have.
All right. Well, Deb C is going to go to her local KFC and ask when the dance is and report back. Please do.
Please
Deb
do
C.
ask them if they still have those KFC dances. It was around Christmas, wasn't it, Rita? Because it was.
Yeah.
I had velvet on.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would have worn that in August or anything. But
No.
yeah, I had velvet on, and yeah, she wore black velvet.
Renee says, "What are the 11 herbs and spices, Rita?"
Rita, you're getting a lot of questions. Renee wants to know, Rita, what are the 11
herbs and spices?
herbs and spices in the Kentucky Fried Chicken coating?
You could never get them. They were secret.
Thank you.
Just-
You could
oh,
never
look
get
at-
it. It was
See, and
secret.
that's why they hired her. Nana would have told.
I
Nana
would have told everybody. Going, hey girl, hey, guess what the herbs and spices are? Yeah, I know. She's still to this day. She's not saying.
Wow, way to go. Well, we know why.
Way
Rita
to
got
take it to
hired.
the grave.
I mean, we know. All right, Nana, let's keep going with this. So now
Okay.
we're on to what's the next part in your notes?
Oh, let's see. We just kind of jump around a little bit. Can I get into Kyle and Mauricio? Because this was so cute. I thought I loved it.
Okay.
Kyle and Mauricio's daughter comes for
yes.
dinner. I like this
Farrah.
part. And this is Farrah. And Farrah's gotten so old as Portia. I couldn't believe Portia, how tall, and just they're young women now. It's just so funny not to see them for a while. And then here they are.
Yes.
So Farrah comes with her boyfriend or her fiance. They start talking about the wedding. Kyle's seems like she really likes this young guy, this young gentleman, soon to be in her family.
The fiance.
the fiance.
She's
She says she
fiancé?
will not be a bridezilla. And she says that I promise you that I will not be a bridezilla.
Okay.
Where I don't. So right away, Kyle makes it about her and how it was dating Mauricio and how his family was Jewish. They were Catholic. Mauricio's parents didn't care for her. So, I mean, she made it about her instead of going on and asking Farrah some more questions about herself. They give Kyle roller skates for her birthday, and I thought that was so cute. And they were
I
such
loved
cute
those
skates.
roller skates.
Those roller skates were dope. Anyway.
And then she was talking about how she went with, I was like, Nan's going to love this part. And she's going to talk about it.
Let me say it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me say it.
Let me say it. Go
Let
ahead,
me
Nana.
talk. She got to roller skate with the people from Facts of Life.
Mrs.
Different
Garrett was in the
Strokes.
Picture.
Different Strokes and the Jackson 5.
Different
Stop.
strokes it takes.
Stop
Different
it.
strokes to rule the world.
We also, Rita and I and Linda, we had roller skating parties too. We are so old. We would bring
I
our
had roller
own-
skating parties too.
Yes, but did you have to bring your own records for the guy to play?
No, we had
Rita's
cassette
laughing.
tapes.
They were 45s we brought, and he would play them for us individually. He had that thing, that drops down. Maybe you guys don't know. But if you put a stack of records, 45s on there, it would drop. So I would bring my 45s. He would play them. The guy seemed very nice, but he was always smoking a cigar, and that always stunk the place up. But loved the roller skating, and we did it a lot.
Yeah. So they talked a little bit about the wedding. I'm sure that'll be, if Kyle, is on next season, I'm sure maybe Farrah will have, the wedding or some of her wedding planning because she seems to be popping up more. Or I mean, the same amount. She's kind of always popped up in the show. Now, I do want to get your thoughts on this, Nana. When I have a screenshot of it here. Now, when Kyle, I just think Kyle is so nobody likes Sutton. Like the only people that like Sutton, I truly believe right now, are Kathy Hilton and Garcelle, and then Crystal a little bit. I think they're growing on each other. But Kyle is so critical of Sutton. So Sutton says, I'm going on a blind date. She meets with Kyle. Kyle comes in with her new blue Birkin, her blue coat to match. Sutton comes in like it's her first communion. I do love a collar. I mean, I love those collars. And now you can get those collars. You can buy them and then just put them on maybe you always could. But on Instagram, they advertise them and I want like 1 million of them because they're so cute. And I want to put them on t-shirts and just everything. So I think she looks sweet. I like Sutton. I like this look for her. She's got a little purple Chanel bag and Kyle immediately she's already nervous. She's going on a blind date. Kyle's like, well, I haven't been on a blind date since 1990, maybe like one time I went on a blind date because I've been married since 1996 to Mauricio. And she's telling her, well, you don't want to wear all that jewelry. And she's like, I'm just wearing a little bit of jewelry. And she's like, well, with this Chanel, I'm like, you're carrying a Birkin. Like, you think she's going to go out with, I know it's a blind date, but I mean, I'm pretty sure Sutton could suss out someone who was just going after her money.
Absolutely. But, and if not, it's just a date. It's just a date. I don't think a lot of these women know how to be friends with other women.
They're like literally, that's why people are liking Sutton. Because yes, like Natalie, she does have her quirks. And her first season, I was sus as hell about Sutton. I was like, I don't know about her. She pulled the whole I don't see color stuff. And I was like, I don't like that. But I think slowly we, given grace and friendship, I think maybe she's able to understand the error in her ways in that moment. Maybe not. But the more that they pick on someone, the more it's just innately in us. I think I see this on every television show. Then we cheer for like that underdog. And these women go hard at her for the stupidest shit. She looked like Judge Judy. Well, you know what,
Rose?
That
was cute. I thought that was cute. I had to highlight that, Rose.
Because I love Judge Judy. So
I know I love Judge Judy too, but I do like that little look that you mentioned with the little rounded Peter Pan collar, they call those.
It looks sweet with her
it does
Chanel
look
purple
sweet.
purse. Looked really nice. Now, Stephanie, I will agree with you. I wish I would have got some screenshots of this, but there was a scene where, of course, Dorit, since Kyle got skates, Dorit has skates. But there was a whole time, like early in the pandemic, where everyone got roller skates again, which was kind of cool that it was getting brought back. So my whole timeline on social media would be people just like skating around their house because you're just trying to find, like fun things to do. And like you said, skating was a big thing when you were young. Skating was a big thing
was.
when I was young. Going to roller rinks and stuff was so fun, and I have great and awful memories of that. So when little Phoenix, her daughter, I want to call her River Phoenix, but little Phoenix, because babes, better, you're gonna fall down and break your neck. What you doing, babes? Okay, you've got Boy George on the line. What's going on? And then Dorit's like, I'm just going to try it. It's PK, babes, just give me a minute. I'm going to try it. And then little Phoenix was a total assertive advocate for her mom. She's like, if something happens to her and she breaks her neck, it'll be because you don't believe in her, Dad.
I thought it was adorable. And I thought,
it was so cute.
That was so cute. And she is her mother. Okay.
I love that she was able to articulate and advocate for her mom in that moment and be like, Dad, shut up. If something happens, I mean, she didn't say shut up, but she was like, if she breaks her neck, it will be because you did not believe in her.
Oh, and she used a word. What was it? It started with a C. You didn't have not confidence in her, but you didn't.
Was it confidence?
Wasn't confidence. No. Somebody tell me that word. It was a C word.
It's not.
I look for a C word.
Could be problematic.
Could be problems. But it started with a C, and I thought that was so cute.
People are loving her so much that they were making little like funny memes. A Phoenix for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I loved her. I did. I loved her. I thought, oh my gosh. Her confidence. You'll break her confidence or something.
You didn't have confidence in her. So if she breaks her neck, it's your fault, Dad.
Oh, I thought she was. I thought I was.
And he's
watching.
Like, okay, you got me there. Sorry. Okay, Baba. You got
Sounded
me. Sounded
like Peppa Pig, that cartoon. I love that cartoon. But that's, that English.
No confidence.
We didn't. I'm sorry, honey. I'm going to bring back.
Lala.
I didn't bring this up. Sorry. Lala Buffenmeyer. My wife, Christy, and I look forward to all of Joleen's lives. We especially love Married to Bravo with co-host Nana. Oh, thank you.
Everybody loves Nana. Everybody loves Nana. Thank you, Lala. That's so sweet of you.
Thank you so much. $9.99. That's very nice.
Thank you. That was really, really nice of you. Yes, Quinta. It's she said, you didn't give her confidence. So if she falls and breaks her neck, it's because you didn't give her confidence. And my British accent is like a mixture of shitty British accent and Australian. And that's
okay. I like it. I love your accents. I think that was great. So we're going to call her Peppa Phoenix. Love her.
Peppa. Got it. All right.
Okay. So we'll keep going. Kids. All right. We went through Kathy Hilton already. And Crystal talking to the Lion King, and Kyle and Mauricio. And wasn't Kyle good on those skates? I was impressed. I could never get to the point of going backwards. I wasn't good at that. Oh, yeah. I had trouble with that. Rita and I used to roller skate and ice skate together.
Oh, my God.
She was that girl that had the light blue skates with the gray fur around the top. I wanted them so bad. Yes, I do remember. When I get jealous of something, I always remember it. And
She's a Scorpio.
Those skates. I wanted those skates. Give them back.
You sound like someone we watch on the show, Erica Jane.
I know, Erica Jane. I'm sorry, but you're
coveting Rita's life. Calm it down, Nana.
It was I just love those skates. And then sometimes the boys would be down at the skating rink, and that was cool. But they were older than us, and I don't think they were too much interested in me. Yeah. So anyway.
All right. Well, Nana couldn't get a date or a job at KFC.
I couldn't get a date. Couldn't get a job at KFC.
Speaking of sad stories, we go into Rinna Beauty. She's going to have this party. She's going to have a launch or something that's happening. And it's her beauty, whatever it is. And she is walking around like, we need real lemons. I need real lemons. I need this. Are you a bartender? And you could tell those ladies that had the masks on that were like the party planners, they were not here for
They were
Rinna's.
not there for Rinna's little, my ladies need lemons and limes.
To be real,
you know,
where's the bartender? You promised me you're gonna have a bartender. Oh, this looks great. And then she ends up, we just had Melissa Etheridge and she got the dancers or something, which they were good little dancers.
They were good dancers. And what did they call them? What did they call them? It was
the golden
Sutton
showers.
Called it, not the golden showers.
They were the golden showers.
What were they? They used to be on Jackie Gleason. Oh, you wouldn't.
The golden shower. Jackie Gleason loved the golden shower.
It was
allegedly.
They were the June Taylor dancers. They were some gold dancers or solid gold dancers. That's it.
Solid gold.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Just Kelly. I knew you guys would know this.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Come on.
I was hoping they were going to be the golden shower dancers.
It wasn't the golden shower. We don't talk dirty on this program. But every 5 minutes, I'm going to open the window because I'm not going to ask my assistant to do it because you'll just cry about it.
Okay, so we get to this party, to Rinna's party. It is a 70s theme. It's very much based. We hear a lot about Studio 54, who had been there. Like we said, Garcelle had been there. Rinna had been there. Everyone shows up in their outfits. Let's talk best dressed. Who's best dressed coming into this?
Well, I can tell you right off the get-go, Garcelle was best dressed. She had that little
collar,
sparkle, the collar, and pearls, that little embroidery. She looked like Jan Brady when she came out of the bathroom in the afro. Do you remember that from the movie?
She did not. Oh, in the movie, I was like, did that in the
Brady Bunch movie. No, Brady Bunch movie. Hi, everyone. She's trying to get a look for herself.
The satirical
Hi,
Brady
I'm
Bunch
Jan
movie.
Brady. Okay, so maybe I should forget some of these things, and I could remember my kids and grandkids' names. But they have like little sweater patch things that was very hot.
She looked pretty good for like 70s hair. I thought it could be a little more. Rinna's hair was a little too much. Kyle's hair wasn't enough.
I really liked Kyle's look. But if you're going to the 70s look, it was Garcelle all the way.
You lived it. So
sure, we were alive then, because we graduated in 72. I
didn't know what Dorit was doing. I feel like she was lost in like the late 60s a little bit with the turtleneck and the mini skirt.
I suppose there was a crossover 69, 70. 70 really was the mini skirt and things. Not so much. I'm not sure. I think she could wear that out grocery shopping. So
I don't think she tried hard enough. I wasn't impressed either. Erica, I mean, I think the pantsuit, I don't think did they have saline boobs then?
I think they've had saline boobs for a long time, but I don't think we saw a lot of those in the 70s because it was more of a, I don't know. I'm not going to say innocent age by any means, but
no, you guys were just passing STDs to each other. It was not innocent. And
I don't think so. I think so. Well, now we have proof, and now I know why. Okay, was that the Crockett dress? Oh, crocheted. Sorry,
crochet Crockett.
Davy Crockett was in the dress, huh?
Yeah, I did like Diana's hair. It was very Farrah.
Yes, and Farrah was later 70s, but still 70s. Just
good volume
in the middle.
Good big hoops. But again, she brought nothing else. But I did enjoy. I agree with Sean. I did enjoy. Sutton didn't nail it. What was Sutton even wearing? I'm trying to remember.
What did Sutton wear to this? I have to think for a minute myself. Was it green?
No, it was almost like she was like a flapper. I think she was like in the 20s. She had like a stole. Is that what it's called? Like a fur stole. Maybe
nobody
fur.
Wore that.
Well, she did.
Well, she was wrong.
Yeah. So we have like here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Sutton looks she looks like a flapper. Crystal
I
looks
love
90s. She looks like a Spice Girl.
Well, see, I thought she was doing an Elton John kind of thing.
Oh, that could be too. To me, I was like, oh, that's very Spice Girl. Kathy Hilton did have the pantsuit metallic, or I should say the
Yes. Yes.
silver sparkly, but the glasses are very Star Trek The Next Generation. And Garcelle she killed it, you know.
What was that one band that had those cones on their head from your era? U2? No.
U2?
No.
I didn't listen to a band with cones on their head.
UB40, they wore. Oh, okay.
They wore cones? UB40? Are you sure?
Maybe I'm wrong. I've been known to be wrong before, but I'll think about it. Didn't they do that techno kind of thing? Dum 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 dum. What the?
I think you're thinking of an 80s. I think you're thinking of like, that's the Devo. That wasn't. I was like a baby when Devo was out.
Okay, sorry.
That was
lady. That was
calm
Devo.
It down with the age.
Sorry.
Aging me up.
You were just a baby then. Sorry. Farrah.
Yeah, Kathy looked a little lost. She looked a little lost.
Oh, honey, I think Kathy is a little lost sometimes. She did mention her husband this time and showed an old picture of Rick and her. It was very cute. Rick. Every time I think of that, I love that.
I think the hair probably, obviously, Kathy could have got more, but she's not known to add anything to her hair. She's not known to really, she's pretty cash when it comes to her style compared to the rest of the ladies. But I mean, Garcelle, she just brought, I think she even had the white knee-high boots as well.
She did. Now, I don't remember. I never had the go-go boots, but I wanted them. We're going to ask Rita if she had the go-go boots. I'm saying no because I don't remember her wearing them. Rita, did you have go-go boots?
Red ones.
Damn it. She had red ones.
She
had red ones. What?
You would remember. You were really jelly.
Why didn't I remember this? What year? 66, 67?
Yeah.
Red. She had red go-go. I didn't have go-go boots. She had the cutest poncho too. And her grandma would sew for her.
And Nettie too had the same one.
Oh, Nettie had the same one.
My parents, we got the pattern from each other.
They got the pattern from each other.
Oh, well, Nana, why didn't you didn't get a job at KFC? You didn't have the go-go boots. I didn't have the go-go boots.
I mean, I'm sorry.
What did you have, Nana, you poor thing? We got to help you out. Oh my God, I'm so worried.
I wondered about that because Nettie did have one just like that. A lot of secrets and a lot of things are coming into fold for me tonight. Now I'm understanding the poncho. The poncho was so cute though. Ponchos were so big in sophomore year. Oh, 1970. So trivia, patriotic. How do you say that? Patriot?
Patriot. Mm-hmm.
Trivia. Farrah was on episode 2 of The Partridge Family, airing on October 2nd, 1970. Farrah Fawcett. Wow. Mm-hmm. And did you know, I have to go back now and watch The Partridge Family. Did you know that, and I felt really bad about this, Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson both passed away on the same day, which was my anniversary, June 25th. Oh, and Farrah Fawcett didn't get much. Thank you for
depressing us.
Well, we always have to talk about dead people on this thing. Farrah didn't get as much accolades, when she passed because everything was Michael that day. But okay.
Well, the same exact day? Well, of course. I mean, the King of Pop dies, and
the King of Pop, but she was all that too. I mean, anyway.
She was all that, Nana says. This is all that. This is all that. Okay, so Disco Inferno. Let's see. I'm grabbing a couple snapshots here because Rinna's hair, it was a lot. Rinna, there's some pictures that were posted. And Tilly, stop that.
I didn't think.
Her and Erica Jane.
Yeah, Rinna, the way she was treating the not bartenders, talking about their lemons and limes, I just didn't think much of her. And the way she was moving her head was really stiff like this. So that hair and all those extensions or whatever she was wearing must have been very heavy.
Heavy. Yeah, heavy is the head that wants to wear the crown.
That's right.
And that's her. Okay, so we always do a little segment, Worn On. Okay, so let's take a look at this Erica Jane wears a sequin plunge neck jumpsuit on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay. So Erica Jane, who's in a lot of lawsuits, allegedly money, all these things, victims, all the stuff. Okay. We know the Erica Jane story. All right. Still happening. How much do we think that they found an exact match on wornontv.net?
Okay.
How much do you think
On Rena's?
on
I'm sorry.
On Erica.
Oh, how much did that cost?
Yes.
Oh, well, she's on a budget now.
Okay.
So and they got this from that one site that we looked at before.
Oh no, now they're saying the link doesn't work. Did Erica have it taken down because she didn't want us to know?
I want to say,
oh my gosh,
$14.99. How's that?
It's from Shein. No, I don't know.
Okay.
Because they actually, I'm looking on the site right now, and they're saying the link no longer exists. Tom Girardi went in and deleted it.
Of course he did.
Gosh. So it's a tiger print sequin. Let's just look it up. It's tiger print sequins jumpsuit. Okay, I'm going to Google it and see what I find here. By Halpern. Oh, an interesting fun fact. Oh, this is the same thing that was worn by Margaret Josephs on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. We see a lot of crossover.
Oh.
So let me show you a little. Okay, I know you don't watch Jersey, but on a reunion of Jersey, I don't know if it was this past one. I can't remember what Margaret wore this past reunion. It doesn't look, no, I don't, it wasn't, because I think she had bangs this past reunion. However, this is Halpern. Okay. That's the brand, I believe, the sequin jumpsuit. All right.
Now we're talking about Rinna now with the orange face, right?
No, we're talking about Erica Jane.
Oh, so we're back to Erica. Okay.
This is Margaret
Joseph.
Same
thing.
Yeah, from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, wore it first. And then Rinna came and wore it as well. So interesting.
Not Rinna, Erica.
I'm sorry, Erica.
That's okay. Starting to sound like me.
Well, I gotta balance all these looking up the stuff. According to this website, I just found it. You could buy it right now for $62. It's regularly $103.
I wasn't too far off. I said $14.99.
Yeah, so it's a Halpern sequin jumpsuit, and it's gorgeous. Like they have. Let me show you guys the website. They have quite a bit of these jumpsuits that are very affordable. So I will say, like, okay, that's better than I thought. I thought Erica would. Okay,
now Jamie B thinks that's ugly. He doesn't like it at all. But can I just jump in here just a minute, because this is freaking me out. I forgot I had black boots, because DGF is saying, Nana, I had some knee-high wet look patent leather boots in 71, 72. I was 7 or 8. Well, I was 17. But anyway, it was 1971. How old are you? Anyway, and DGF is saying, Bomb, I had the black patent leather boots. I forgot. And they were
Nana, don't try
they
to
were
make
thin. I did. Rita, do you remember my black patent leather boots?
Nana,
and then
please.
I pulled them up over my fat thighs. And
Rita, don't lie for her. It's okay. She's had
not
a horrible
lying
life.
I did have the black patent leather. I just didn't want. I wanted the white go-go boots in the 60s. I didn't. But
Those
I
were
had
too
the black
hoary.
patent leather.
Too hoary for you.
I
Your
think
mom
the patent leather boots were very sharp, but they were cheap, and they had kind of a sponge where you pulled them up. Anyway, I put my thumb
here
like
is the thing, $63. So I mean, these ladies I'm honestly shocked too, just balling on a budget over here.
Well, she is on a budget, and I love that look. I think it's great. I think that really is a disco sparkly look.
It was, and that is a very Margaret Josephs look. I know you don't know much about the Real Housewives of Jersey, but it's definitely something that Margaret would just wear to wear. Like she didn't even have to have a a 70s themed party. She just was
Oh.
like, this is what I'm wearing because I'm Jersey. All right. And then so Rinna went crazy with the self tanner as well. She went.
Well, is that what it is? Because that's a
She
terrible
looks
orange.
orange.
It's like that old copper tone stuff we used to put on, and wherever you put it, you could see your handprint. It wasn't pretty. Yeah,
Was
she
it a
was
self
orange.
tanner?
It really wasn't a self tanner copper tone. It was supposed to. Well, I thought it was just a sunblocker, but maybe not. Maybe it just made you orange anyway.
Yeah, Nanny, you can get that jumpsuit that Erica had and that Margaret Josephs has, and you can wear it to the casino.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So
Amy,
I think,
thank you. I will do that.
Dorit missed the mark, and I also think as much as I did like Sutton's hair in the clip, it just wasn't it didn't give me Studio 54 vibes. And I've been to Studio 54. Granted, it was the one they made in Vegas in MGM, but it was 2001. So it was like the remake, but I went to the remix of Studio 54 and that was fun. Rinna used self tanner in the shade of Trump. Yeah, she did. I think she really did, especially in this picture with Erica that they posted. I'm just like, she is Donald Trump color.
They look like salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think Garcelle overall, she takes the prize for just overall look, the time. I know Rinna, you know, she does got a little bit of euphoria eye going on. She's got the jewels on her eye and stuff. And then we see this party implode as well, Nana. What happens when they all sit down and start talking? Give us the Nana notes on that.
Well, let's see if I have that.
Let's hope you wrote that part down.
I can't be everybody's everything. Garcelle, oh, they talk about, okay. Let's see.
So first it's Crystal. So at the party, Crystal brings up that I think she says she's the eating disorder. She brings that up and that she might be.
Oh yeah, that she might be going to some kind of
therapy or something. Like she just brings up the eating disorder to them, I think, right?
Yeah, to talk. She's going to go talk to somebody. She is going to take their advice. Garcelle was concerned with Erica's drinking.
But before then, we have what's her face? Sutton then is pulled into a discussion, right, about the getting contacted by lawyers.
Oh yes, Sutton was getting contacted. Erica. That's right.
And Erica said, "I told you to shut your mouth." And then we get a flashback to that. And so now Erica's saying, I wasn't telling you to shut your mouth because I don't want people asking me. I was telling you so that they wouldn't subpoena you and you wouldn't bring yourself into it.
Well, it's somebody in Illinois that is suing her now because she said, you have many lawsuits against you. And that isn't anything that Erica didn't know. Erica knows.
Rinna said, that is so rude. And Erica's like, that is so rude.
And it's not rude. It's the truth.
The news.
It's all over the news. That's right.
All over.
This isn't anything that she's not telling tales out of school. This is exactly what's happening. I don't know, but Crystal does say she's looking at a therapist. They show Sutton says, "Well, I had a rough day." Oh, did you, Sutton? Surprise. She says, "I don't like being called a liability." And we know that Erica called her a liability to Garcelle.
And she's talking to Kyle about this. And Kyle, you know, again, it's another situation where, you know, Sutton doesn't really want to talk about it just with Kyle. Kyle brings it up. But we have this situation where Kyle then is super rude to Kathy as she's like, Kyle's like, okay, Sutton, I can barely stand you, but and I slapped you around a little bit. But anyways, what is going on? Why do you think she called you a liability? And then food came by and Kyle was like, excuse me, what's that? Oh my God, I'll take one of those. And then Kathy chimes in, are we going to go out later with Hunky Dory? Are we doing anything?
I know.
And then Kyle is like, Kathy, what are you? Okay, let her finish. I'm like, you interrupted her for food, but Kathy can't even ask. There was a whole pause where you were like, what is that? I'll have that. I'll take that. where Kathy was like, are we going out after? I want to know. And then Kathy's like, well, you're stuffing your face. And they had this total like back and forth sister moment, but Kyle was like snipping at Kathy.
She was just being mean to Kathy. And Kathy got up and thought, who cares? And walks away, Well,
she kind of just turned away. Yeah, right?
Or I thought she walked away. I thought
she just got a drink.
Got up and walked away because she doesn't need that. She's got,
And then Kyle goes, well, what was it about? Okay, go ahead, Sutton. I'm going to pretend to care. I just want to stir the pot and get Erica's attention. And then she's like, I don't know. She does this. And then she's like, Erica, and Erica's like, yeah. And she's like, well, why did you call Sutton a liability? Like, what do you mean by that? Honey, I mean, she's a hindrance. Okay. I can't get to know anybody in this group and none of us can. She's a hindrance to everybody. Okay, honey. And I am not an alcoholic. I'm just a holic. Okay, honey.
You sound exactly like her. If I shut my eyes, there she is.
Yeah. So then, then Sutton's like, oh my God. And then Garcelle is like, wait, no. What are you talking about? Like, what is happening here? I'm not trying to have her back. I'm just saying that I'm not just like going to bat for her. I'm just saying that is actually not true. She's not a hindrance to us getting to know everyone. She's like, okay, honey. Okay. I'm going to get some dick. I'm catching dick over here. Got one over there. I'm just swatting them away. Honey, all right? You want to come for me? You better bring it. And then Garcelle brings it.
Yes.
And Erica has never, she's always thought she was above everybody and she could read and drag, and she can't. And she definitely is no match for Garcelle. Garcelle outwits her a million times because she's like, Sutton tries to explain her feelings in this moment. She's like, well, let me just talk. Okay. Yeah. Let me just talk. Okay. And then Crystal's like, well, she's like, just let me speak. And Kyle's like, this is delicious. When can I yell at Kathy again or out one of my, siblings' addictions and diseases? And she's like, well, I mean, I'm saying I shouldn't, I should, I did, I don't, I won't, but I will. And then Erica's like, honey, I thought I was the one with the alcohol problem. Right? Right? And then Garcelle
yes,
is
you
like,
are.
What the frick? And then she's like, right, ma'am, ma'am. And then she attacks Garcelle and is like, yeah, aren't you the one, Garcelle, going around telling everybody they have an alcohol problem? No, I did say I was worried about you. I'm worried about your drinking. You don't need to be, okay? She's like, well, you've been out of control. I mean, I would have said, you told my 14-year-old son to get the F away.
And she could have brought that up, and she didn't.
Verbally assaulted him.
3 times, she says. This only happened 3 times.
Yeah,
well,
it
happened a lot
3
more.
times. 3 times I lost control. And I told you it was the Lexapro. Okay, honey, don't even give me that. Mikey curls my hair in the kitchen. These are different days. I'm having a hard time. You should be able to understand that. Okay, honey, give me a break. And Garcelle's like, what? And she's like, are you saying it because you care? Are you saying it because you're trying to make some kind of point? And she's like, well, I'm saying it because I care. I mean, I don't have to care about you. And she's like, are you trying to make me look bad? Is that what you're trying to do? And then Garcelle says, I don't need to make you look bad. You do that all by yourself. And the rest of these ladies were like,
they couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe that she said that to her. And I loved it. And she needs to be put in her place lots of times. We hit 200 people here. I'm so excited. Do you mind telling me how many likes we have? I know I always like
it, Nana.
Oh, can't you? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm in StreamYard just with you. I can't see it.
Oh, see, and I always think you can. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
So one of these days I'm going to understand how this all works.
So everyone's acting over dramatic, like, oh
yeah. Well,
oh my gosh,
was good.
It was good. But it's also like it's true. But they were like, how dare she? And then it was just Garcelle she just got her.
She did.
She's got her. Mm-hmm.
And I like
So,
when she did say that,
I know
137. That's good. Thank you, Jamie. And when she says, "Oh, I know, God, you guys say that almost every other day," saying
because
these people know me.
these. Okay, if you want to know the truth about Erica Jane, which I'm sure you do, read the book. You can talk about the women closest to me, and I'm thinking another way to make Garcelle feel like an outsider, despite the fact that Garcelle. What year did Garcelle
Yes.
start on this show? Let's just take a
I
little
want
look.
to say, okay, I want to say this is Garcelle's 3rd year.
Let's see. Garcelle started on
I want to
Real
say 3rd
Housewives of
year.
Beverly Hills.
Only because
She joined in season 10. So what are we on?
we are on 12.
So she's 10, 11, 12. This is her 3rd season. So it's not like she's some geek off the street. You don't know her. You know her. You know her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know her.
You
and you
I
didn't
started,
get along with Dorit for the first year or so of your friendship, or maybe even 2 years.
You and I started to really like this franchise when Garcelle came in because they needed someone. They needed someone bad. They needed someone to pick them up.
Yes.
And Garcelle was it.
Yep. It's her 3rd year. So you're acting like somehow, it's this whole thing where, again, they're trying to ice her out, divide and conquer, and they're only trying to pull her closer when they want to push Sutton farther away.
I know. They're just mean.
Away.
They're so mean-spirited.
But the fact that she just keeps saying this, because these women are close. Oh, you mean Diana Jenkins, who you just met and coveted her closet? Are you talking about her? Or are you talking about Dorit, who you couldn't stand for quite a while, whose husband looked up your dress and talked about your vagina? Are you talking about her, Dorit, who despised you and was a little jealous of you and wanted to wear your skin? Are you talking about Kyle and Rinna, who both clutched their pearls at the fact that you had this alter ego named Erica Jane and you got on stage in a cat suit and were like, it's sexual. What's one of her songs? I always think Money Can't Buy You Class because I always think of Luann, but it's pat the puss, pat the puss. Pat the puss. But what is the other song? There's another one.
I'm glad I can't remember that.
It's like, oh yeah, how many fucks do I give? 0, 0, 0, none. And they were just like, oh. Remember Rinna, who we then learn, these women, the hypocrisy, the double standards, who we then learn wrote a sex book about how to give BJs that her daughters read and used to give BJs. And then she was in Diana Jenkins' book where people are nude, apparently, in room 6969. Oh yeah, it's expensive to be mad. She's doing all this stuff. And they were like, oh. And then remember when she wore the See You Next Tuesday necklace and everyone's like, I would never. And then she told Eileen, don't you talk about my son. Okay. Don't you talk about my son. So what are you even talking about at this point? You just got close. Once Teddy left, then you kind of slid in with Kyle and them. But really, you were an outsider. You had Yolanda for a while.
I know. And I love Yolanda. I miss her. I miss her refrigerator.
She misses her refrigerator too, because now it's owned by a girl from American Idol. What's her name? Some very young singer that he married.
Oh, honey, he just keeps marrying younger and younger. But oh well.
So it was just once she said this, I was like, oh, okay. So you're basically saying, Garcelle, you're not really a part of this club. And I know these ladies. Okay, I've only known you 3 years. No, you've known her longer because you could watch her on TV for years and you could see her do actual work. So in an industry you desperately want to be a part of. So you should know Garcelle.
Yeah.
And just like Garcelle said about Dan, you want to get to know me, Google me. Okay. It was like the Kim Zolciak
and I
song.
love that.
Google me. Research me. You'll find me. Click them keys and Google me. You ever heard that song? It's a Kim Zolciak.
No, I don't know who Kim Zolciak is.
From RHOBH, Real Housewives of Atlanta back in the day.
Oh,
she had her own
okay.
song. Her daughter just got arrested allegedly for a DUI. But then Kim's like, nope.
Well,
they got it wrong.
Well, is it kind of like PK's DUI where they drive them home?
Exactly.
Okay.
But she did have a mugshot. So
PK didn't. That's too bad.
Yeah, so to say Garcelle, so someone who actually works in Hollywood and doesn't have to, I mean, no shade on reality TV, but doesn't just have to be a reality, someone who actually does the thing you wanted to do, Erica Jane, which is you always wanted to be an actress. You did a whole TED talk about that. And then you met your husband and you married him in a bar or something. And then, you know, you got this alter ego and then he supported your career that, you know, like people, you know, we wonder, did it ever make any money? You know, was Tom, I mean, Tom had done what he was doing long before Erica came along, but maybe.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He was also trying to fund this thing. So it's like, you know, the people who come in who had careers like Garcelle, like, no, you know who she is.
She did her own acting things and things. Garcelle, she was on top of her game. Then you got Erica coming in, and that was just bought tickets from Tom just to put seats in the house. Just
That's
to put
why he never showed up.
That's right.
At the performances, he was like, I bought all these seats anyway. So it's kind of like I'm there. Also he was rolling over in a car from snow in Pasadena, you know, and fighting off burglars. So he didn't have time.
He is a Renaissance man.
He is a
Renaissance man. Yes, he is. We'll get those likes and thank you, Diane Lee. That's so nice. We almost have just caught up on double speed chat. Moz, Joleen, and Queen Nana. Oh, I like that Queen Nana. I like that. Silence says. I like that a lot. We're gonna use that one.
Yeah, Garcelle can keep a job. She can get a job. She can keep a job.
She can keep it. She can. She's not just like she married into it and knew how to.
The disrespect, I think, is just like it's too much at this point. Like you acted like an asshole. You're mixing booze or whatever your new storyline is, and Garcelle's noticing it, and she's actually like wondering, "Are you okay? Because this is embarrassing." And you know what, Garcelle has. I would almost understand where Erica Jane was coming from if by saying this. What do you care? But Garcelle has every right to care now because you brought this into her family. You brought your little addiction problem or whatever it is into her family by yelling at her little boy. By not only yelling at him, disrespecting him, swearing at him, and probably scaring him. You know, so and then trying to have sex with their other son. So you brought it into her family. So of course now Garcelle is going to have the biggest opinion about it because she's not getting drunk trying to hump Mauricio and telling little, what's her name, Sophia, what's Kyle's youngest daughter's name again?
Portia
to F off. She's not doing that. But I bet if she was, Kyle would be like, you better slow down with the alcohol, because that one time at the white party where that one lady came up to Mauricio, put her arm around her, Kyle came up and she was like, that's my husband. What are you doing? You effing weirdo. Get out of here. And she freaked out. So Garcelle has actually every right to question her because now you have brought your problem to Garcelle's world and Garcelle's family, which as a mama bear, you're going to be very protective of that. Erica Jane should know that better than anybody because she got mad at Eileen for getting involved. So the double standards, the hypocrisy of it all, it's just like, they can't even think of something legitimate to fight with Garcelle or Sutton about. They just have to beat like dead topics, you know?
Well, so, I'm hoping Up and Adam is right. And I'm hoping the first thing that he heard, the first part of the story, that Erica's going and Diana's going and who else did I say?
You beast. Diana, Erica, and
oh my God.
I don't remember who else. It's your stolen tea, Nana.
I know. Okay, let's look at the people again. Erica.
Some of them we're going to leave. Rinna.
How soon you forget Rinna. But
I don't know if I believe it.
They're going to keep Harry and his sauce, but they're getting rid of Rinna. So we'll keep going here and we'll tie this up. Do you have another one tonight?
No.
Okay. So Sutton got called from an attorney. She did mention that. They discussed that there's lawsuits all over for the Girardis. Is that how you say their last name? Girardi. Erica has a lot of lawsuits in front of her. You are a liability to all of us, Erica. Sutton has balls. I like that. And this is how they ended it. Sutton,
Yeah.
you just say your truth. Garcelle and Rinna. Rinna talks about coming from love after screaming 15 minutes prior to that. And so Garcelle is calling her out on that. And that's kind of how they leave it. We do hear from Rinna, not Rinna. I always do that. Kyle. Kyle is going to have the girls at her Aspen house.
But it's not big enough for all of them.
It's
but
not. I love the way she kept saying that. It's kind of small.
She was like, I don't want you there. I don't want you there.
So Sutton, they're heading to the Aspen house this next week. They show them playing the Ouija board. Garcelle, no, that's pretty. Garcelle quit following Erica on social media and said to Erica, and this is how they ended, Erica, we are no longer friends. You called me a liar.
She did.
I like it.
She called her a liar.
Yep. So I think we got Erica. My favorite thing on this whole episode was, Erica, I don't have to make you look bad. You do that on your own. That was the best line of the whole thing.
Diana is staying in a hotel because she's Jaime.
Really, Diana? I mean,
I know.
I would pay to have her stay in a hotel because I couldn't stand watching her lick her lips 24/7. And what is this? Don't be Kyle. Don't be Kyle. That was just mean. Blow up your life, Erica. That's what Garcelle said. It's your prerogative.
Yeah, Garcelle's like, fine, go blow up your life. Do whatever you want. I'm done. I'm not going to care. But definitely next time, I think in Garcelle's mind, she's like, next time you try to bring it to my family, to my party, to my friends, to my sons.
Yes.
Then we're for real, like done.
You're coming
now.
down.
What did you think of coming from? We've had, discussions about this previously on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where Rinna, she was very worried when Garcelle joined because they might have to talk about race. And wasn't it interesting? Dorit, who says, I have many people of color around my family, our housekeeper and our pool guy, and so my children grow up with them. When she retold her conversation with Garcelle, did you notice the slight microaggression that she used when she delivered, when she retold what Garcelle had said about, and how she was like, you were like, don't be Kyle, and Garcelle goes, don't be Kyle. That's how she said it.
Very mellow. She was very mellow about it.
But Dorit
played it back, but she
made it like she was like, don't be Kyle, like she was somehow aggressive. And we have yet to see Garcelle be aggressive, despite I wish she would be more aggressive, because I think, but she doesn't have to because she's already outwitting these women. But I thought that's so Dorit.
Well, Dorit will be leaving next season. I think we should get new cast here. I think we should hang on to a couple of the oldies. That means hanging on to Kyle. That means hanging on to Kyle. Let's think about that. Let me think about that. So don't be Kyle. Don't be Kyle.
Don't be Kyle. The way she said, I was like, that is not at all how Garcelle said it. I'm so glad that the editing did, flashback to show how it was actually said, because in no way was Garcelle. Garcelle is just, she wasn't being in any way like aggressive or hostile at that. It was just like, don't play. I think it was kind of don't play all the sides. Don't be kind of fake.
That.
Like Kyle.
Don't play like that. And
like,
Kyle,
what's real. What's,
don't the way
let her
Kyle
off the hook.
Kyle goes, what's wrong with being Kyle? I like being me. Of course you do, Kyle. My favorite is, Patriot says, we interrupt this broadcast for a quick announcement. I just sat back inside because I realized how much I enjoy listening to you two chit chat on Fridays. This is fun, girls. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Patriot.
And we've missed you. I haven't seen you on here for a while.
What?
So
she was just here. What are you talking about?
No, weeks prior.
Well, I think Patriot's newer to the channel.
Okay, maybe that's right. Why don't you start calling me Kathy Hilton? Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look.
Chell, call the home. Nana's acting up.
Chell, don't call the home. I'm just fine.
Right, DGF? There was no tone, not the number of times.
No, she said it. She said it twice. They replayed it. She said it twice. Don't be rude.
And she sat in her chair and she said, "Don't be Kyle.
Don't be Kyle. Why do I get Kyle and Rinna mixed up all the time? Dear Lord.
Because they kind of look the same now that Kyle's done the lips and the teeth and the, but
I just Shady Pines, Ma.
Shady Pines. Shady Pines.
I know what that means.
Dorit also said Sutton was the only one questioning Erica when the news broke. Oh, yes. Remember that? And that's when Garcelle spoke up and said, that's not true. I mean, that's literally how Garcelle delivers when she has to like call these ladies out on their lies. She's like, that's not true. Come on, you guys. Come on. That's not. Dorit, you were questioning it. Kyle, at one point, everyone was questioning it. Like we saw that, but you're just going to put it all on Sutton. Did Sutton press it more than the other ladies and say it actually to her? Yes, when the other ladies pulled back, but she was definitely not the only one. Dorit was one that I think, didn't she verbalize during that dinner, or maybe even at Kathy Hilton's, that like, well, it can affect us, Erica. And then Erica had a big pushback, and then she was like, never mind. Have you guys seen Jamie Lee Curtis? She has a tumbler. Does that keep the cold and hot, the coffee? Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
She's
My
adult.
God.
She's our little adult Peppa Pig. Okay.
PK. That's what I'm side-eyeing Dorit all the time. She makes so many comments where I'm like, okay,
I know.
Dorit.
Don't you just shake your head at some of these women? I do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this Aspen house, though. Is
Me too.
Is this something new for them? I don't
Yes,
remember them mentioning the Aspen house.
Kyle goes to Aspen every Christmas. So when she got robbed, they were, I believe, at their Aspen house. So for the holidays, they spend them in Aspen, I think, or they have quite a few years. And now this is where we're going to find out, what did Kathy Hilton say? What did Kathy Hilton do? Why were people trying to cancel Kathy Hilton? And we saw some foreshadowing in this episode where Kathy was talking about Rick, and she said, well, Rick, he said, as we're eating dinner on our TV trays, wondering what the people that work for us names are, he said, nowadays you can say something, you're canceled. And I thought, ooh, that's foreshadowing to this upcoming Aspen trip where allegedly she did something, according to some of the women.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if there's truth in that, if this is more of them trying to paint narratives on people to get the heat off of Erica and Rinna. Patriot said, I'm new to the channel and I found you because I needed some Big Brother YouTube and I found your wonderful daughter. I wish I was here for years. I was an OG fan of Real House. Well, we're glad you're here now, Patriot.
We are. I loved what you had to say in the chat. That's when Joleen lets me look at the chat. Anyway.
Oh my God. I hate to let Erica know, but the news of her issues was, published everywhere. LA Times, New York Times, Washington Post, every blog. It's big news. You have Mr. Tom Girardi of Aaron Brockovich, other things, and his wife involved in these scams against clients. I mean,
and are we still to say allegedly so we don't get in any trouble, or do we know they're guilty of sin, or we just keep going with allegedly?
I mean, you can say in your opinion they're guilty, and then
in my opinion, okay, I'll say that. I don't want to get us in trouble or anything, but
I don't think they're watching. I think we're safe, Nana, but I do appreciate you looking out for us.
I just want to make sure, because there's sometimes I know you get a little nervous on something I might be saying.
Well, we wonder when Nana's going to get canceled. She usually gets canceled once an episode, but I don't think you canceled yourself at all this episode. And I'm going to give credit to Rita.
I think you should. I would give credit to Rita being here. She kind of reined me in as far as saying something maybe that wasn't just so nice. But now that I know she got the job because she was seeing Jerry, the manager. Now I feel better. Now I feel better.
You should have seen Jerry, the manager. See, you should have got him first.
I was seeing his brother for just a little bit of that time, and maybe that's why I didn't get the job.
Did his brother work there?
Yeah.
Well, so Rita was able to pull it with a boyfriend, but you had a boyfriend there, and you still didn't get the job, Nana. Were you stealing?
But
you have
I wasn't sure.
A history of like felonies.
don't think we were boyfriend and girlfriend as long as I thought we
Were you doing
Just one of
cocaine
those.
in front of the KFC people? Like, what happened, Nana?
I don't, honey. I don't know.
Did you bring cocaine
just,
to the interview? What went wrong here? 'Cause
No, honey. I
everybody
didn't
got
do
the
any of
job.
that stuff. I just, yeah. I just wanted to be like the rest of the kids, and they were starting to buy their own clothes with
Drugs.
their own money. You know.
Oh, that's so cute.
Where I had to save my 45 cents, not eat lunch, so I could buy a pack of smokes, because that's what they were back then. So,
oh my God, Nana. Oh my God. Thank you, DJ.
DJ, that's so nice. $9.99. Can I read that? I love reading
Yes.
it. Well, they attack when you get close to Garcelle. Kathy seems friendly with G. Remember, they pull the racist card with Sutton. They don't want anyone close to Garcelle.
They are. They're really trying to ice her out. They're trying to they iced, and ice out Sutton and her friendship and divide and conquer. So it is so, and there was, it goes back to early on when Garcelle joined, and at the reunion, these talks of Rinna and I think a couple other house guests fearing that they'd have to discuss race. And it's like, well, what's the fear?
What is the fear? Do
you have something to hide? Do you have a past of
what is it? What have you said in the past? Like you said, what have you said in the past?
How do you treat people? What do you do?
Come back to you. Are you a dorit? Do you have people of color just doing your bidding at your home?
Nana, don't be rude. Her mom's best friend's cousin's sister's
twice removed on her dad's side. That's right.
A Black woman. So
I forgot about that.
She's like, of course I have friends. She couldn't name one person.
No,
it's so crazy how white their worlds are.
Thank you so much. I mean, this is so nice, you guys.
Thank you.
Now we have Just Kelly, $20. Thank you. Love Friday nights with Joleen and Nana. I never thought all my talking would earn any money. So this is very exciting to me because I could talk forever. And Rita's going KFC. Like, surprise.
Screw you, KFC. Nana's killing it now. Mission Dharma, thank you. I can't watch the show anymore because of my rabid dislike for Rinna and Erica, but I love watching your takes on it. Oh, well, we appreciate
Thank you. We appreciate you watching.
We appreciate all the super chats. We appreciate everyone joining.
Watch the show.
We do it better than the show, right, Nana?
I think so, too. I wish they had something like a pillow talk for this show.
We are the pillow talk for this show.
True story. What am I thinking?
I mean, they did do like that little after show during the pandemic that was kind of led by Portia, and then Giselle from Potomac was on it. Hannah, right, from Summer House, and then who else was on it? Someone else. They had 4 people, but then I think it was kind of. I was talking to Mims about this, and we thought it was kind of more Portia's show, and they needed like filler, because it was the pandemic and they couldn't really. Film new stuff. So that was a really easy way for them to kind of zoom in, but they were basically just doing what all of us do here on YouTube, but with the people who work for Bravo, who are on the shows, the chat room. Yeah. The Bravo chat room, which I think they could do a lot more with that. And they could use, hosts, viewers, because they used to do the Bravo couch TV where they'd go to different people's homes.
Yes. Yeah, see, and I forgot about that.
And they could really use us.
I think they could too, and I'd be up for that because then I wouldn't have to put my feet in green jello. But I'm up for that too. Thanks, Joleen, Nana, Rita in the chat. Great show. That's so nice. You're welcome, None Your Business. Really like that. I appreciate that.
There's a lot of shows I don't watch, Silence says, but I watch people's recaps because they're so fun. Yeah, so many people recap Housewives, and they're really a good time. All right, let's wrap it up so that Nana can get back to hanging out with her friend. Rita's been a great audience member. If we could see her hand one more time. Hi, Rita.
Rita, they would like you to wave goodbye to everyone if you don't mind.
That famous KFC hand. Oh, wow.
Famous KFC hand. Now, this is the one that didn't get it. Oh, that's on the float. We were also princesses at Parkside Fire Department. Okay, anyway, enough about us.
Oh my gosh, Nana.
Is that too funny?
I saw that picture of you.
And so was Rita. I'd like to hold up a picture if that's okay. Rita brought these over. Can I just hold up one picture that I just absolutely laughed?
Let me put you full screen.
All right, let's do Eileen full screen. Let's look at this one. This This is producer Linda and my husband at my wedding. Okay. This is how close we all are. Thought you'd get a kick out of that. Do you see that? Huh?
What?
No, they're kissing. Hello? Okay. That was at our wedding.
Man, you guys shared the love. You 70s ladies.
I'm just saying,
know.
all they did was
Nowadays
kiss.
that would be like people take a felony for less, Nana.
People, they're just silliness. Let's see if I can find that, Reese. Okay. Yeah,
Did you serve pineapple at your wedding, Nana? Are you swingers?
No, we weren't swingers. There was a kiss. It was a funny, I was
Looks
walking
pretty
around taking
swingy.
pictures.
It's Paul and Linda. Nobody expects.
Did Rita kiss him too?
Rita, did you kiss Paul?
No.
No. Okay, look at how thin I was. Dear Lord. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. Lots
Nana's
of
got
fun
a
things.
full mullet. I love it.
Oh, that is kind of, well, it's not really a mullet. It was Farrah Fawcett bangs. But yeah,
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
So
sorry.
anyway,
I
I
can put it like this while you show the pictures. Sorry. I
that's
was
all
trying to
right.
figure out how I could do it. I'm still like, I can't believe I just found out my parents were swingers all these years later. I had a
weren't
feeling
swingers.
because Linda had a hot tub and they would all go over there, and then us kids would go play in the house, and all the adults would be in the hot tub, and you'd hear weird stuff, and then there were houseboat parties.
Swingers. Oh, for the love of God.
And then
we were
they
Catholic school kids. I mean,
in the Midwest, they would design their mulch in a certain pattern that meant that they were down to frown on each other's relationships. They were down to
Wiggy TV saying Jolene's in disbelief. Yes, your mother was a swinger. Now look at your brother. Look at your brother Billy.
Wait, who's kissing who? Producer Linda's kissing my dad. That's my brother. On
Rita,
his wedding day. What was
this wasn't his wedding day. This is baptism.
Did you put him in your wedding dress?
No, Rita made the dress. Rita made that for me. And I was just saying to her, I wonder whatever happened to that. I have a feeling I borrowed it out to someone and they never got it back to me. So if you're watching this and I borrowed it to you, time to return it. He's 39 now. Okay.
So the bustier style dress, was that what you wore under your wedding dress?
Yes, that was a full line bra.
Corset? Okay.
Yeah. And I took it off right after the ceremony. I couldn't stand it.
Up there's you and your cheating husband. Okay.
Oh, stop it. He's not.
I'm just kidding.
He's kissing my friend. That isn't that. She's still on it. She's just, we were loving people.
Is Linda my mom? I mean, are there things you need to tell me?
Linda is your real mother.
Good Lord.
Okay, now here's your dad and I. We were at a costume party as Coneheads.
But you have masks on.
Yes, well, we had Jimmy and Reagan. So we were Conehead presidents.
So Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
But you don't even like Ronald Reagan.
I know, but your dad won the coin toss. So I had to be Ronald Reagan. What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm never going to show you another picture of either one of us. Is this a bustier? Yeah, I'm not sure, but look at how thin. Oh my God, look at those little arms. Look at the neck.
Are you wearing pants?
No, honey, no.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like
that. Was a slip. And we wore a lot of undergarments in those days.
So Rita brought you all these blasts from the past pictures. That's so cool.
Yes. Do I get to keep these?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone wants to see the producer Linda and my dad.
The one with Linda where she's kissing dad.
Creating me.
They're really into this. You would think that we were swingers.
Everyone in the chat wants, you got to hold it closer, Nana.
Oh my gosh.
And that was your maid of honor?
Yes. Yes, I think that's a nice picture. I think that shows love and caring.
If any of my friends,
she's really having a.
It's not just me. Everyone in the chat.
Oh, not everybody in that chat.
They were
an example of the 70s. Somebody said, "Oh, come on, you guys." DJ, thank you so much. $9.99.
Yeah, that would be
an example of the 70s. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, you guys are all tonguing each other down.
I
You're
don't
kissing
think
full on the mouth. You're kissing full on the mouth.
I don't think there was any tongue involved. I'm sure not going to ask him now. Okay. What difference does it make?
We need a paternity and I need a maternity test.
What's wrong with full on the mouth? I mean, I wouldn't want to be kissed any other way.
Nana, one time we were at a comedy show and you thought Dad made a comment to a girl, and the whole way home you said, that girl, you did not like it. So you like to swing with your friends, but not with strangers.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better. I want to know my competition. Okay.
Oh, heck no. If one of my friends kissed Chell on the mouth, she wouldn't have lips anymore.
We're not that jealous, I guess. I mean, back in the day, I don't know.
Nana, I've seen you get jealous.
Oh, but honey, this isn't anything to get jealous about.
I need a maternity test.
You get a maternity test then.
It looks right. Everyone's agrees. Like, it looks passionate. Passionate kisses.
We were passionate people.
Your maid of honor.
We were passionate people.
Of course, the night producer Linda's not in the chat. You're outing her as a swinger.
I'm not outing Linda as a swinger. I'm showing you pictures that Rita brought that were very cute.
Well, we appreciate it, Rita, because Rita brought the tea and the receipts. Yeah,
I like this. I thought it was just great. I know. I liked it very much. I thought those were really nice pictures. And here's your dad at the Dairy Queen. There we were. We went to the Dairy Queen right after we got married.
What is he doing?
Having an ice cream cone. It's a double dip chocolate.
Okay. Well, at least he's not kissing another woman.
He's not kissing anybody at the Dairy Queen.
Was there drunk? Were you drunk?
We were drunk.
Were you on cocaine?
Oh my gosh, she's really
no, stop it.
Ecstasy?
This is upsetting to her. I can't believe it either.
Look at Jamie B says, that's what Coke does to you.
Oh, stop it, you guys. Stop it. I think it's nice. And Linda would love that picture. I can't wait to show her.
I don't know. I think Linda's like,
I think that's really nice. DL. Oh, she is not. She's going to.
Everyone wants Linda on the next live for her side of the story.
We're going to get Linda's side of the story next.
Natalie is saying we are all shook, Nana.
They're all shook about it.
Oh my goodness.
You guys grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. I mean, we are boomers.
See, there was a long line.
Yeah, there was just
Paul.
That's right.
We're all waiting.
Oh, gross. You're tag teaming my dad. Ew. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us and knowing that yes and no, we were not swingers. We were a loving couples.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're buying that. Anyway, thank you for.
I can't wait to hear Linda's side. This is gonna be like Maury, Jerry.
We'll hear Linda's side this next week when she can join us. Yes, we will.
Yeah, everyone's saying they can't wait to hear what producer has to say.
They're all saying, look at this, Rita. They're all saying, can't wait to see what. Honestly, I can't wait to see what producer Linda has to say.
Oh
can't wait to hear Linda's side. Over a kiss.
Oh my gosh.
Then we didn't see tongue here. Stop it.
Robin said it was Linda. She is fun.
Thank you, Robin. You see, even Robin, it was Linda. She is fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
This is just fine. This is just fine. Oh my God.
Let's ask Chell. Hey, Chell. Can you come here for a second?
She's asking Chell. Are you kidding?
Sorry. On live, I just.
Good grief. She's so upset.
Do you ever see this? Look at this little face. She's upset.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't even see.
He's cooking dinner, so he can't dissect the picture right now. But.
That's all right. Atharella says that's because the tongues are buried. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yeah. You need to know what Paul has to say. I think Paul has to say he's very happy.
I mean, really, when you think about it, maybe I should look deeper into different things because at Rita's wedding,
you didn't kiss her husband, did you?
No, I was in her wedding and Nettie and Paul came to the wedding together, and when we went to go have pictures, then they took off together and went to went to the reception.
What?
Nettie and your dad drove together.
So your other friend went to a wedding with your husband.
Well, yeah, but
instead
you
of you
couldn't
as
go
a
with
date.
me. I was in the wedding party and we went around different places to go have.
Yeah,
She
well, a
wasn't
drive-in
Dad's
with someone
date.
is fine. Did they mouth kiss too?
Funny.
Oh my God, stop it. Nettie has passed away. We can't get her side of it, but I know she didn't
You
do
brought
anything
it
with Dad.
up. You
I'm just
brought it
saying,
up.
this is not a big deal for us. What?
Renee says, looks like Linda was looking deeper into things for sure.
No, she wasn't. Oh, for the love of Peach,
If
you've
Housewives
already.
had this pic, yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are too funny. I love the picture. I think it's cute as can be.
Do you have a wholesome one you can leave us with, except instead of my dad cheating on my mom on their wedding day? Can you have a wholesome picture to show us?
They're looking for a wholesome picture that I could share with them instead of my dad cheating on my mother. You got Rita dying over here.
Read Amy's comment.
What does Amy have to say? Joleen, I think your whole childhood was a sham.
Tell me about it. I'm looking for a new therapist right now.
Oh,
my God.
stop it, you guys. Just get over it. Oh my God, serious.
Renee wants to know how many of your girlfriends have kissed your husband. Listen, I remember being a kid at their parties. They shared some kissies.
Oh, Joleen, you don't.
Well, that's you and Linda.
That's not. Which one? Oh, yeah, that's me and Linda.
I love how Nana's like, we would never after I just showed a picture of you doing that.
This is at our wedding. It's different.
That's the worst day to do it.
Honey,
Paul
is a player.
Oh my God. I've got comedy material for the next 2 years and therapy appointments for the next 2 years. Oh my God.
You got comedy material for the next 2 years and therapy appointments.
God.
Yeah. What
Oh
really
my God.
happened?
I am
to that
so
clarinet?
sorry about that. That
Did
you
you
took
take-
it like that.
Jamie B says, what really happened to that clarinet? I think she took the clarinet to my dad's car the way Tiger Woods' wife took the golf club to his car.
She's upset by this. I can't believe it either. That clarinet, I told you, I hacked it because I needed some money. You weren't playing it anyway.
This does explain, though, Atharella saying all of Nana's side boyfriend's toilet daddy. She was getting revenge for the cheating on the wedding day. Yeah, and there was a new one recently that Lucy came up with.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
There was a new one.
Okay,
yeah.
anyway, these are wonderful pictures. Oh, my God, I just love this.
So do you have anywhere you guys aren't cheating on each other, like something nice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Here's me.
Hold up closer. Oh, I see Dad back there. Is he trying to kiss an older person? Oh, that's his mom.
That is his mother. Stop it. This is Grandma Frances, Grandma Ethel. There's me. Me and Ethel are smoking. See how happy we are? Okay.
All right. Okay. And Dad is safe because he's talking to his mom. Okay.
He's safe. Nobody's trying to kiss your father.
Okay.
Oh my God, you are too funny. Do you want another picture of you and Grandma and Grandpa and Dad?
Sure.
You had the little sailor outfit on.
Oh yeah, you just let me sit like a real lady there.
Oh my God.
Letting my balls breathe.
Letting her balls breathe. You're making us laugh.
Let's do that one again. That is still how I sit when I wear dresses. That's so funny.
Is this how you sit where you wear a dress? Well, you can't help it. You came from a dysfunctional family. Here we are.
That's how Erica Jane sat that one season that PK. I saw you muff, love. Saw you muff. There's me.
I think we
just
could
chilling.
title this Close Your Legs to Married Men.
Close your legs to married men.
Nene Leaks.
Good one, Nana. That was really good. Close your legs to married men.
How about this? This is my dad, Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Hi, Daddy-O. Okay, here we go.
So many good pictures from
On
her.
the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. There you go. But anyway, so thank you. Thank you for liking my pictures. Thank you for especially liking Linda kissing Polly. We've been friends for a long time.
Did you kiss Linda's husband on their wedding?
I did not. I wrote their prayer that they said to each other on the altar. But I don't know. I don't remember doing that. DGF is out of breath. You know what, kids? Talk to your parents. We are not the only ones that kissed full on the lips. Just, okay.
Nana wrote the prayer and she was like, our make out who art in heaven, tonguing me be thy name. Let your husband come over to my house and kiss me straight on the mouth because you kissed mine. Amen. Was that kind
Amen.
of
Amen,
the prayer
sister.
you did?
Nana scored with the Nene reference. Thank you. Close your legs for married men. We got to get off of this podcast because we're just having too much fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your childhood was a sham. I'm sorry that producer Linda kissed your dad on our wedding day. That was life. That's what we did.
I didn't know I was gonna have to prepare for the possibility of a different mother, but I guess got to get that maternity test. We'll let you guys know how it turns out.
We are going to get the paternity test. Linda, you are not the mother.
You are. Eileen, you are not the mother. If saliva could make a baby, I would be their child. All right. You guys, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all of those who support us here on YouTube with our membership and also on Patreon. We appreciate you so much. Hit that like. We never set a like goal, but we're already well over 100 likes. So what's your like goal, Nana? For those watching later, let us know you're watching and put replay crew in the chat. We
got up to 201 people. I watched the numbers go up. That's wonderful.
Nana's big on numbers.
I'm big on numbers. I'm a big number girl. So let's get up to 156 likes.
She's big on numbers, small on cheating. All right, you guys.
Just stop it.
We'll talk to you very soon. Thank you. Can we get a wave goodbye from the live audience, Rita?
Rita, if we could just get a wave again, because we really are going. This is a long Minnesota goodbye. There she is. Girl, you're
there
on.
She is. All right,
there
everyone.
She is. Peace out, you guys.
Weekend. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Help me.